Hello, it's me. Hello there. Do 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 do. Jay, what's up, boo? Mrs. Jemison, what's up? Hello. How are y'all doing? How is everyone? Don't lie to me. Mama gonna know, okay? Oh, yes, honey. It's Saturday. It's Saturday night. Mama has procrastinated as much as humanly possible. Yes, she has, honey. Donna Burrows. Oh, look, two Donnas together. Donna Burrows and Donna Gurul. Hello to both of you, okay? And Jared blinging with Kimberly. What's up, Kim? What's up, Kimmy? Let's see. I'll click this here button. Ooh. How y'all doing? Hit that like button for mama. Just gonna get it out of the way, you know what I'm saying? Just knock it out. And you ain't gotta think about it no more. You know what I'm saying? Ah. Get all my little stuff out of the way. And then we can play. We can play a little bit. Ooh. Focus, mama, focus. All right. Ah. Let's see. Ooh. Interesting. Let's go and click this. Gonna do that. Gonna do that. This and then that. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna do two. Renee, what's up, baby? How you doing? Let's see. All right. Hours, gonna go 20. Nice. Done and done. Ooh. I know, right? Just random as hell. Just paused it, and then there he is, looking handsome. Then he look handsome, and he just the most handsome. Ain't he? No. Oh. Daryl, ain't nobody ever said you was handsome but Dawn, your mother. Okay? That's the only one that'll tell you that lie. Ooh. Yes, honey. Renee. What's going on? Thank you, baby. All right, y'all. Let's start it off nice. Let's start it off. Let me get some blue. Fuck it, red. Red. I like the way the red looks. The red look real cute. Let me get some red emojis in the chat. Just fill it with the red. And let's get the engagement going in the chat. Chat. Okay. Ooh. Dog mom, what's going on, baby? Bear Lewis, what's up? Yes, you are. You are here. Vizini, what's up? Jeremy, are you a bot? What is that bot? What is that? Jeremy the bot. Ow, mama's ear. Corey Watts, what's up, baby? How you doing? How you doing? Did I do everything? Oh, no. I got one more thing. Let me do my thing. Do my thug thizzle. Ooh. Gotta do my thug thizzle. Ooh. Do my thug thizzle. Ooh. Oh, no. Can't get it from there. I forgot. I gotta get it from here. Open. That's the one I need right there. I like it when you do that right there. Let's see. All right. There it is. All right. Timothy Hall. Hey, what's going on, Melissa? Yes, that cute. I like that. I look up and then the red is just doing what the red's supposed to do. It's just popping. See how red it look? I like that. I like that. See that? That's what I want. That's what I want to see. Red emojis, just look red. Just chef's kiss. Okay, chef's kiss. Darrell gonna tell us a story, y'all. He said, y'all ain't got no evidence. I'm being railroaded. I'm innocent. I wasn't even there. It was the other guy. Erica set me up. This is racism. All the things. Everything except for I drove over the people and the children in the parade. Everything but that. Everything except for that is what had happened, you see. Barry Lewis, a member for 4 months. I appreciate that, baby. Yes, I do. Don't think that I don't, because I do. I definitely do. Ooh. I don't know the true nature of the charges. I know that's right. Now, what y'all ain't gonna do is railroad the Darrell. He'd be a perfect person to tie to some railroad tracks. Y'all remember the old black and white cartoon when the guy with the twirly mustache, with and he would take the girl and tie her to the train tracks because he didn't know how to ask her out like a normal human being, so he would just kidnap her and tie her to the train tracks. That was his marriage proposal. I think that was like it's a lot of people functioning like that on the internet actually these days, giving very much the guy who kidnapped the lady and tied her to the train tracks instead of just asking her out. That seemed like that would be the easy way to go, but you can't make people do good. Can't make people do right. Can't make them do right. Dog mom, thank you, baby, because Paige Matthews love you so much. Oh, thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you. Yes, you do. Barry Lewis, thank you very much. Mama is so flattered and happy. Yes, she is. Ooh. An evening with Darrell. Is he lonely? He lonely. And he was very concerned about this. He thought, y'all gonna just throw me away and then y'all gonna forget all about me and it's gonna be like I never existed. And then, then my mom gonna get another car and then she gonna be able to use the car because I'm not living in it. And all these things are gonna happen without me. Darrell, you're gone. And you're a dick. I know you thought I was going to say not forgotten. But no, you're gone and you're a dick. There. That's it. That's the best I could do. Okay? Choo-choo. Exactly, Charles. Paula, what's up, baby? Oh, New York. Yeah, put it in the chat. Let me know where y'all is watching from so that mama may know where she is on the screen at. Like I tell y'all, if somebody in Scotland is watching mama, then mama is on a screen in Scotland, which means mama is in Scotland. Cause mama math and geography, okay? Cause that's how logic works. Cause logic, that's why, okay? Mama don't travel, but she international. You know what I'm saying? Mama international without leaving her house is what I'm saying to you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Illinois, mama in Philly, mama in Detroit, mama in New York. Where she at? Where else she at? Yes, I had that as a survey thingy on here the other day, but it definitely wasn't unanimous. The people are, you know, they're conflicted on whether mama should have caught charges for lying blatantly to the police. Because she definitely did. She definitely did. She said she called the police and said that this man stole her car. She said she told the police that her son stole her car, knowing damn well he was living in it, in her driveway with an extension cord running to the porch so he could watch the television that he took from her house. We got Mobile, Alabama. Remove me then. I know that's right. What else we got? He's randomly back in court. Like, well, he's not in there though. He's like, you know, virtually. Like last time it was in a storage room. Like he's in a I can't believe they trusted Darrell next to, like, in a room with a bunch of cardboard boxes, empty. What if you try to hide in one? Because you know he gonna fit. You know he gonna fit. He gonna fit. He gonna fit. Okay, if you try, he gonna fit. DSB, shalom. Shalom indeed, honey. Shalom, my warrior sister. Ooh. Let me see. Mississippi, okay. Got Mississippian in his house. Let's see. See if you can get Erica to give him a call and record it. Oh my God. Oh, I pay cash money for that. Oh, I bet a lot of people would pay cash money for that. Holy shit. Can you do that? Yeah. Well, if it's one of those states where it's a... Well, actually, I don't know if... I know once they get in there and they're actually in custody and they're at their station thing, is that do those phone calls, are those like public record where anybody can get to them if you request them? Or is that like, I wonder how that works. Any lawyers in here? Tell me how that works. Is that legal? Is that legal or no? I don't know. I don't know, but it sounds beautiful. We got Flint in his house. Ooh. Like Flint, Michigan. Isn't that where Jedediah was over there hanging out at? Where does he get his suits? I think his suits might have, I think like they probably have like a lost and found or something there, or like I'm not sure. I don't know, but my theory, well, I'll tell you what I first thought about his suits. Like somebody in here asked where he gets his suits from. Barry said, where does he get his suits from? I think that like it's my theory that remember when he first, those lawyers or whatever. No, he didn't have those yet. No, it must be, it must be, it's gotta be like a universal thing that they have, like, you know, where they have like suits that they can put on people if they don't have anything. It's gotta be that. Like, and so they grabbed a couple things and there was nothing smaller. There was nothing small that could fit him. There was nothing small. So he's the smallest person to ever go to court. Because none of the suits fit him. None of the suits fitted him. So he sad. You think he got him from the mortuary? Somebody had to have donated them. I mean, his mother definitely didn't bring those from home because they don't fit him. So they're not his regardless. So either she ran to Goodwill and brought them to the courthouse, or not anything wrong with Goodwill. I got plenty of Goodwill products. We'll call them products. We got Goodwill stuff in my house. Do you know what it's like to shop at Goodwill? You could feel rich at Goodwill. Like, you could be poor and feel rich at Goodwill. You could go in there with $60 and come out like and come out with everything. Oh my God. You go in there, you could come out of there with you 65, you go in there with $65 and just have two great big ass gigantic white bags full of stuff. Ugh, it's great. Oh, but I doubt that they got washed though. I would say this: if you get something from Goodwill, you got to wash it because it's gonna smell like mothballs. Okay, it's gonna smell like it because they that's what they do. When you drop off stuff at Goodwill, they throw mothballs in the bags. It's like they toss them around in mothballs like it's salt on food, you know. So everything smells like mothballs. Everything, no matter what. Just everything that come out of there, which means if she brought it from there, what you think the chances are she took it and got dry cleaned? No chance. Okay, which means Darrell was up in here smelling like ass and mothballs. Okay, that's what we've confirmed. Oh, not the mortuary, I know, right? Yeah, he looked casket ready for sure. Darrell, is you casket ready or no? Is you casket ready or no? Casket ready or no? I say y'all. Ooh. You ain't get them from Baby Gap. Not them big ass fucking clothes. He got them from the big and tall store, if anything. Their clothes is big, honey. At least they big. They normal though. He's like one of them people to get like a small, like he'd get like a sweater, he would get a small and it would still be baggy, you know? You know, he used to make a joke, she'd be like, you so skinny, you put on biker shorts and they be baggy, like, like how your shorts baggy and they biker shorts? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that's pretty fucking little. Like you is Stuart. I'll call you Stuart. Stewie. Stuart Little. You get it? You get it? You got it. All right. So we got all our stuff ready. We done made plenty of jokes. And now, now we're going to listen to the Darrell melt the shit out of this mask. Because you know it's hot in here. It's getting hot in there. Somebody help that mask. Let's see. Ooh. Do. Okay, again, frowning up his face.
All right, we are back on the record. Then appearances are as they were before. State have their next witness available.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's bring the jury back out.
I don't consent to being called by the name that this court chooses to identify me by. I want to state for the record that I'm here as a third-party interviewer on special appearance on behalf of my client. Can that be noted for the record?
It was noted this morning.
May it be noted again for the record so that we can keep the record clear and accurate.
Oh my God.
The appearances are as they were this morning. They are no different. Bring the jury up.
And we have yet to address subject matter jurisdiction, Your Honor. I still haven't been shown any verified proof that
All rise.
this court has subject matter jurisdiction. And at this point, may I request an affidavit that you, Your Honor, have no bias, no conflict of interest, and no interest in the outcome of this case?
Mr. Brooks, the jury's coming out. We'll address your legal issues later, if I deem them appropriate.
Judge, do you hold the full judicial
Brooks,
power of the state, or is this the military
Can
power?
you please take the jury out? Thank you.
Ooh, he said it's working, honey. I stopped her in her tracks. He's telling us so.
Do you hold the full
Mr. Brooks,
jurisdiction?
just wait till the jury's out, please. I ask that you show that respect.
I will.
Thank you.
Okay, she's like, I got my way. She thought she was gonna get me, but she can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, he's wearing a Shaq suit. Shorteel O'Neal. Hey, Darrell, is you Shorteel O'Neal? Shorty
Everyone else,
O'Neal.
you all can be seated. Mr. Brooks, just make your statements.
Yeah,
What
make
do
your
you want
statement.
to advise the court today?
Yeah.
I want to first state again for the record that I do not identify by that name, nor do I consent to being called that name. Your Honor, with all respect, I'm merely asking you,
Yes, you merely asked.
do you have the full judicial power of the state, or is this military power?
I'm sorry? I don't understand what you're asking me,
Because
sir.
it's stupid. It's because it's
I'm
dumb.
asking,
Marilyn, hey boo.
is
And on what
this,
legal basis are you making that request?
I'm asking for the record, is this a common law court or an admiralty court? What are we in here? And I'm requesting an affidavit that you, Your Honor, have no bias, no conflict of interest, or no interest in the outcome of this case. And the reason why I want to state this clearly for the record, mainly is because of the bias that's been shown. I have not been getting any certified copies of any requests that I've made, which I was told by this court to address inmate communication forms for anything that I may need. Mm-hmm. I've done that. I've complied with that.
Did you comply, Daryl?
Every time I've needed something of the court pertaining to documents, I've done it the way the court has asked me.
Oh, you need to.
And I've always stated that I wanted everything to be certified. I have yet to even get that. My court docket sheet was not a certified copy.
There she is. Yep. What's going on,
when
baby?
I asked Your Honor of your oath of office, I asked for that to be certified. You stated for the record that you would not give me a certified copy of your oath of office, which you are required to show if I ask for it. I've brought up my Sixth Amendment constitutional right that has been pretty much discarded.
Ooh,
and
discard.
That is based on the fact that I have the right to face my accuser, which would be the plaintiff, state of Wisconsin, in this matter. They have yet to show that a claim is I mean,
the like button for mama.
A living human being can only make a claim. An entity cannot make a claim. I've requested for the complaint to be provided. The complaint from November 23 of 2021. The amended complaint from November 29th of 2021. The second amended complaint from January 12 of this year, 2022. I have yet to see those. There was no record of a bond in my docket sheet. I asked for that to be verified by proof. That hasn't been provided. There's so many biases, clear biases in questions that are not being asked based on judicial determinations made by Your Honor. You look at the discrepancies, and I think they're clear. I think at minimum I deserve for the subject matter jurisdiction to be verified and proven. I've raised that issue numerous times, pretty much every day, every time I come before your court, Your Honor. I address that, and it has yet to be proven. My filings have been disregarded, even though they've been filed into the record, even though they've been time stamped. I haven't got the original copies of any of them, which I'm supposed to get. And as we sit here today, I'm still not even understanding the nature and cause of the charges. That hasn't even been proven. Can that be provided in any way? I'm basically sitting here confused because I don't understand why these proceedings are allowed to continue when there's so many things that have not been provided.
Maryland, where's Joey?
They haven't been provided in my discovery. They haven't been provided to me by
what's up, baby?
Being brought to my pod where I'm housed in the jail. I'm without so much information, valid information to this matter. And I believe that it should be verified and it should be proven for the record. And if not, I move for this case to be dismissed for failure to appear by the plaintiff and failure to state a claim for which relief can be granted.
Yeah, come on.
Everything that I'm saying.
If y'all are not gonna bring in here these here evidences against me, like some people and some whatevers and whatnots, etc., then you know you gonna have to just drop these charges. We're gonna have to bring these people back to life, Darrell. Do that first, then consult with Dracula, who's gonna have to be your attorney to get you out of this, because he's gonna have to bite you. That's what I'm saying to you. Okay, so you need to do all these things, and then we can talk about the stupid thing that you just mentioned. But until then, shut the hell up. You know that. Benjamin, what's up, Benjamin? Benjamin.
It has merit and it has validity.
Do it got validity?
As we sit here today, I'm still being charged with charges that shouldn't even exist based on the testimony that we've heard for the last few days. There's so many things left to still be proven. The prosecution team hasn't even proven that they're licensed to practice law in Wisconsin. They haven't proven, are they just bar association members, or do they have state issued licenses? That has not been proven, which I've raised that issue for the record. I'm not even sure if that was even recorded in the docket sheet.
You're so funny, Marilyn.
There's so many things. And Your Honor, you still haven't stated for the record if you have full judicial power of the state, or is this military power?
Yeah, you guys.
That hasn't been proven.
You gotta make sure of those things he said, or you gotta let him go.
Nothing has been proven. Not subject matter jurisdiction, not licenses to practice law.
Mm-hmm.
My Sixth Amendment right has been basically trampled over.
Oh my God.
No complaints have been shown. Neither of the three that I've requested, by the way that you told me to request them by inmate communication. Nothing is certified that I get copies of when I clearly asked for them to be certified and to be filed into the record. It's to the point where Your Honor,
you could recuse yourself.
You should recuse yourself from the presiding. At this point,
that's so funny. I knew what he was going to say. I remember it because he does this. Your Honor, it's to the point. You should recuse yourself. You need to recuse yourself, Your Honor.
You're not going to
recuse yourself.
Abide by the oath that you swore, which was in your oath, correct?
Joy,
you swore.
What's going on, baby?
To protect the Constitution of the United States.
You said you was gonna protect the Darrell. Y'all hit the like
button.
You
swore to protect we the people.
The like button for mama.
That is not being done here.
These are red emojis.
If every valid argument that I raised is taken by the court as a sign of disrespect or a sign of trying to intentionally be disruptive or causing a problem, when I'm merely seeking understanding, because I don't understand. I'm merely seeking to understand why this information has yet to be provided, and we're this far into this matter. And there's still no verified proof. Even as I sit now saying this, there's still no proof being provided. Zero. How is this case allowed to continue without these documents and filings being verified? Is there any legal factual basis that can state why this information has not been provided? Why the docket sheet is incorrect? Why there's so much on the docket sheet that should be on record that's not even in there? That if we had the recordings of the record, they would see was brought up numerous times that doesn't even show up. I'm just asking for Your Honor to be fair.
Yeah, be fair, Your Honor.
Which is another right that I have. The right to a fair trial and the right to an impartial jury.
Come on. Yeah, come on. They gotta be impartial.
I can go on and on and on about what's not being done.
What's up, baby?
Again, I say I have the right to face my accuser. Where's the injured party? Who's making the claim? I asked Your Honor numerous times for Your Honor's name. You wouldn't answer.
Oh no, actually that was an opportunity. He just said he wants to be face to face with his accuser. You know what that means? Darrell gonna have to go and they just need to dig a hole and drop his little ass in there. Okay. Cause if you want to face your accusers is on the other side. You put them there. So you're gonna have to go to the other side to have a conversation with these people. Okay, you put them on another realm. So now you're going to have to go to that realm to talk to them. So he just basically gave us permission to just, I mean, you know, you can do away with him and then bury him, or you could just drop him in there and let nature take its course, you know. Just a suggestion. I'm just like throwing out ideas from what he just suggested. He just seemed like he was asking for to go, you know, to where he sent the other people. And so I'm just throwing out suggestions as to how to be helpful. Because Mama likes to be helpful. That's why. That's the only reason why. I wouldn't say it if I wasn't trying to be helpful. Because Darrell, you basically just invited somebody to offer you. I'm just saying that that's what you said, not me. You said it. Kevin, what's up, baby? Ooh. Snickers, Mom. Thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you. Yes, you do. Ooh.
I asked, did you have a claim against me? You did not answer. I asked the whole courtroom, did anyone have a claim against me? No one said anything. Which you stated for the record, a non-responsive answer. A non-responsive answer is an agreement, which will be a tactic agreement by you, Your Honor, that you don't have to answer these questions that you should be answering. I have that right.
Yeah, he got the right to remain silent. He don't want to do it.
The plaintiff in this matter, which was stated by witnesses in testimony to be the state of Wisconsin. But when I asked, do they see the state of Wisconsin present in the courtroom?
Darrell funny, ain't he?
The question is shut down, which is a valid question.
Darrell funny.
The plaintiff should be present in this matter.
Yeah,
where is the plaintiff?
Where the plaintiff at?
Who's bringing the claim?
Who got my claim?
Because we know an entity can't bring a claim.
An entity can't.
It has to be a living, breathing human being. No one is stated for the record if they're the injured party. Not Your Honor, not the prosecutors, not anyone in the court has stated to be an injured party in this matter.
It's all that he all the spacious.
Not one person.
How you kill 6 people, injure 80, and then talk about something? Where is the injured party? Y'all can't keep me here. Where is the injured party? I mean, aside from all the ones behind me, I'm talking about the other ones, the ones that ain't here. Where are they? Darrell, you hilarious. Don't you let nobody tell you different, okay? You is terribly, terribly hilarious. In all the wrong ways.
I have the right to demand that the court place in the evidence any unrevealed contract.
What other rights you got, Darrell? Tell me about some more rights.
Has that been provided to me? Have that been placed in the evidence? I would like to see it.
You would like to see it?
Which is my right. I have the right to inform the jury about the truth and their duty and their rights. That's the First Amendment and the Sixth Amendment. But I'm repeatedly told to shut the question down when this is valuable information that the jury should be privileged to know. They deserve to know. Once they were chosen to sit on this
hand for me,
jury, why are we keeping information away from them that they deserve to know? They ultimately have the power. They decide
Darrell,
the matter.
It's you in this
Why are we keeping information, valuable information from their knowledge? That's a disservice to the jury. And frankly, it's a disservice to the court that they're not allowed to hear things that they should know, that they should be.
Tell me these ain't lady fingers. Look at these things. Can you imagine Darrell trying to hold on to a basketball? Can you imagine what that's going to look like? Like a regular size basketball. Like this, like a... Look. This little hand. Look at this. Look at this. And they got the nerve to have these long ass fucking fingernails. You know how tacky that is for a grown man to have long ass fucking fingernails? Absolutely not. No. That ain't it. That ain't the move, okay? Cut your fucking fingernails off. You ain't supposed to have them things. Okay, unless you got a habit. Okay? There ain't no reason for a person to have those. The only people I've ever seen who had fingernails like that also have weird habits. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't cool. Ew. It's gross. If nothing else, it's just disgusting.
Informed of. It's all right to inform them of everything.
Oh my God, Drewski. I was thinking the same thing. Like probably 8 to 10 minutes ago. I was just looking at this man's face behind him. It's so funny. Like it's actually, it's almost as if he's in a different room. It looks like he's in this room, but he's not. Cause there's no expression at any time. Never does he ever give any expression, this man behind him. Like he is the most numb a person can be. It's amazeballs. I wish that I had this guy's temperament with life itself, where I could be the very definition of unbothered. Okay, just unbothered.
Everything that they have the power to know, to do, and to know.
They deserve that
much. It would be a travesty for them to make a decision.
Travesty if they don't know
without being fully informed.
That they could just tell you.
And these are all valid things. Mm-hmm. I have the right to protest and object if any of my rights or demands are not being met. I've done that numerous times, only to be shut down.
Yeah, he got the right
numerous times
to remain silent.
I've raised the issues that I didn't consent to anything that may have been suggested on behalf of my former attorneys. I've never even consented to them making a plea on my behalf. I haven't, as a matter of fact, when it comes to a plea, I haven't even had the opportunity to entertain any plea that may have been suggested by the prosecution.
Ain't nobody getting no plea. You ain't getting no plea. Ain't that so funny? You know, there was discussion about plea stuff before when he had the other attorney, when he had the attorney and whatnot. And of course, you know, if anybody was going to even mention anything about a plea thing, Darrell's ass was not going to take no deal. He was going to sit there and talk his ishnets, okay? And then now he know his ass is grass, fully grass. Now he like, I heard a rumor that, they was talking about maybe a plea deal. I didn't. Is there any way we can discuss that some more? If that was y'all talking about that? Can we revisit this thought? Hell no. Darrell, stop looking for mercy. It ain't in the room. It ain't there. Read the room, you piece of shit. See, he said I. So does that mean he is there in person or what? Right, exactly. I'm not the plaintiff. I am here as third party intervener, and it's something with my dumbass client. You know what I'm saying? That's who I is. It's funny that he keeps saying I. He keeps saying I like he's the client again. Are you the defendant or no, Darrell?
Not one time was it ever brought to my attention
Not one time
the prosecution even wanted to offer a plea.
Come on.
That's another issue.
I
have the right to challenge the jurisdiction of this court, which I've done numerous times.
And failed.
I have the right to demand that the code be construed in harmony with the common law. I just raised that.
Oh my God.
I'm constantly referred to as pro se when I've raised the issue that I'm pro per. I have the right to conduct my defense pro per free from professional restrictions imposed upon licensed attorneys, which this court is well aware that I am not a licensed attorney. In fact, the court is also aware that I only had 3 days to prepare for a trial that the prosecution has been prepared for a whole year. We see these boxes right here. This box alone is 45 or 50 pounds full of
evidence.
So much information. I haven't even gone through half of it.
Sound like a personal problem.
It was stated for the record that
that's your freedom in them boxes.
In its entirety.
Daryl, that's your whole freedom in them boxes. That's your whole life in them boxes. That's your whole freedom. And you didn't bother to open up the boxes. I mean, you knew they were there because you used them to build a fort that one time. So, I mean, it ain't like you didn't know they were there. It's not like you can say they were tucked under the table so I couldn't see them. And so, you know, the evidence was held from me. No, you knew they were there because you built a fort. You built a fort when you were supposed to read them. Daryl, you were supposed to read them. You were supposed to read them, and you didn't. Instead, you chose to try to build a house with your homeless ass. You tried to build a house. You decided, you know what? I'm going to build myself a home in the courtroom. That's what you decided to do with it. Okay? And that's a you problem. That's a you problem. What's up, love always? What's up, boo? Pop Sugar, what's up, baby? Gosh, honey. Is Joe still not in here? What is he doing?
Was brung to my housing unit on the 29th of September, which trial was scheduled, that would be a Thursday, which trial was scheduled for Monday. How can I possibly go through all that, all the paperwork, all the digital discovery and things of that nature? How can I go through all of that and be prepared in 3 days? That's a clear bias. I did not have time to prepare for this. Everything I'm doing is off the top of my head, winging it, taking it as it comes. When the court is well aware that I was not prepared, I raised the issue that it should be an adjournment, at least at the minimum, it should be an adjournment because of that fact, at least to let me go through all the discovery. That was denied. No valid reason was stated for that when
hit the like
Your Honor
button
knew
for mama. Please.
There is no possible way, humanly possible, that I could be ready for a trial of this magnitude.
Get 150 likes real quick
in 3 days. That's clear bias. I have the right to face the injured party claiming damages. That's under Article 3 and the 6th Amendment. I raised that issue again. Where's the injured party? Is the injured party present in court right now? Can anyone make a claim against me? Can you make a claim against me, Your Honor?
Yes. Ooh, Daryl, call on me. I would like to make a claim against you. I claim that you ain't shit. I claim that your mother was lying when she said you was cute and that she loved you. I claim that. I claim that you need to stop picking up girls off the playground. I claim that as well. Okay. These are all my claims.
Do you know of anyone that can make a claim against me, Your Honor?
Got my son in here cooking. Y'all hear that banging? He banging his spatula.
Can anyone right now in court, anyone, make a claim against me?
Nah.
And because of that, Your Honor, the motion to dismiss should be granted based on that alone. There's no injured party in this matter. So who makes the claim?
Granted.
I have the right to put the judge on notice of my intent to appeal and any ruling decisions during the case. You stated for the record that I would have to wait until appealing process, but my right is that I can raise that issue during the case, which I've attempted to do.
Okay, let me tell you why. By stating that your intention is to appeal the case during the trial. Here's why that sounds stupid as hell. What if they find you innocent? What if they found you not guilty, Daryl? But you done already said out loud that you was going to appeal. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I mean? Do you see why it sounds stupid as hell now? Do you get it? Oh my God. Like,
That
it's weird. It's almost like you knew you was gonna be you know you're gonna be found guilty. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
been shut down.
The subject, the matter, and the jurisdiction. The jury's prediction. The jury's prediction.
I have the right to specifically reserve all of my rights, which I do at the beginning. I have the right to say what I want and to be heard under the First Amendment.
Yeah, throughout
And when
the whole
I
trial.
attempt to do that, it's taken as a slight to the court, a disrespect to the court, or me intentionally coming into the court to be disrespectful, which I've stated that is not my intention. Never is it my intention.
Oh no? How about the times when it was?
I never intend to walk into your courtroom, Your Honor, and be disrespectful intentionally. I never come into this courtroom to disrespect anyone. But because I don't understand, I raise these issues because they have validity. I have the right to object to any statement made by the judge or the prosecution. I've done that and been repeatedly shut down. Without a lawful explanation.
Tell us about it, girl.
I've repeatedly asked the court for a motion for a finding of fact to determine if things are being done legally. I've been denied that numerous times.
What's going on, Chaz?
Without merit.
Hit the like button for
Which
Mama
is also
B.
my right. I have the right to recuse the judge at any time, which is also a right. I have the right to a speedy and fair trial by impartial jury. I think it's safe to say that my...
That's funny. He's like literally reading all the... Hey, when you found that piece of paper, when you found that list, you should have instead maybe instead of seeking out that pointless thing you got right there, how about you open one of them boxes and see if there's something in there that can save you? He just like, I got all these boxes. But like, have you looked in the boxes? No, I think what I'm going to do is instead of looking in the boxes for the thing that can help me, or at least attempt to, instead, I think I'm just going to point at the boxes and say, because these boxes are so big, this ain't really fair and y'all should let me go. I think I'm going to do that. Darrell, that was a weird play. I don't know why you thought that was a good idea. I think Bubba might have put you up to that because he didn't want you to leave him. So he gave you bad advice on purpose so you could stay with him forever and always. I think you got sabotaged by your boyfriend, Darrell. Darrell, I think your boyfriend sabotaged you. And that's not right. That's not true love. Okay? Love is not going to lead you astray just so you can stay down in the dirt with the love. Okay? No. Love is going to let you fly away like a butterfly. It's going to want the best for you, even if it's not with you. It with them or whatever. Etc. Okay? That's toxic. That's a toxic love you got there, Darrell. Bubba, I don't know why Bubba just terrible. I mean, I understand he loved his Darrell and he don't want to lose you, and I get that. Bubba put you up to this. I know he did. Bubba said, no, don't open them boxes. Ain't nothing in there. But, you know, they didn't even read. In fact, it's a rat in there. It's a rat in there with rabies. Don't open that box. Bubba talked you out of your freedom. Just so he could get closer. So y'all could be together for your anniversary and all that jazz. Okay? At least you have love, though, Darrell. You know what I'm saying? At least you got something.
My speedy trial right has definitely been violated because this...
Look. How you gonna complain about you not getting a speedy trial and then also complain about not having enough time? Put that together.
matter has been taking place for roughly a year.
I need more time to get my cut.
I've never consented to
This needs to be quicker.
waiving anything related to a speedy trial. And if that was done, it was done without my consent or without my knowledge. We're way past the speedy trial date. Way past.
It sounds crazy, right? I only had 3 days to get prepared. They gave me the stuff, and then I had 3 days to put together my stuff for the trial, to be prepared. That's not enough time. And then now it's why didn't I get my speedy trial? Any more speedy, and you wasn't even gonna get to say you wanted to represent yourself, you piece of shit. Like, this is crazy. Ain't nobody tell you at the last, I don't know what, why did he do that? Like, why did he even, wonder why he, let's think about this for a second. Y'all let me know in the comments. I mean, in the chat. Why do y'all think he even decided to represent himself? Like, what do you think the trigger was that made him go, you know what, forget y'all, I don't even need a lawyer, I could do this myself? Like, what do you think what do you think happened? Like, just in general, like, what do you think the thing was probably that set him on that weird, stupid ass course, you know? And also let me know if you think he regrets it at this point. Like now, like 2+ years later, after he's now 1,500 years sentence, you know, do you think he regretted his decision or no? I mean, because if he had a lawyer, I think he could have got a reasonable, I think he could have got a more human amount of years, you know, like 100 or 200. You know, the high end of impossible, but not the high end of fucking Dracula. Like, that shit is crazy. Like he could have got like 99 years, you know? If he had a lawyer, I think they would have gave him like 99 years. They would have gave him like 6 life sentences or something. You know what I'm saying? Just something with a normal number. But him doing it himself, they gave him damn near they might as well have said 10,000 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's cartoonish. Like, Judge, that is cartoonish. That's a cartoonish number that you just threw out there. Ego. Okay. Yeah, narcissism. Yeah, that was my first guess too. Let's see.
When the
my guess would be
change of venue motion was
the prison lawyer
was brought up. I believe that was the first time I came before Your Honor in early March. I want to say March 11th of this year, when the change of venue motion came into play. It was decided by Your Honor that wouldn't be decided until the 20th of June, I believe. That's over the 90-day mark right there for a speedy trial. That was denied, and I still don't understand how that was denied when it's clearly obvious that at minimum the venue should have been changed based on the fact of the magnitude of the matter. There's no possible way anyone in this county would not have some type of connection or some type of knowledge, whether they were told something by someone that they may know. The news drag it out. Yeah, reporting for sure. Alone, for sure. Just that alone, there's no way that this trial should be taking place in Waukesha County. That's obvious. That's obvious from.
Damn, Darrell, you got more years than Ted Bundy. You got more than Ted Bundy, and Ted Bundy like escaped during his trial twice. How do you escape during your trial twice successfully? Like, he escaped, he got out of the building and was free for like a couple of days, I think, each time, and did some more killing while he was missing. He escaped and did some killing while he was out. And he still got less years than you, Darrell. When I tell you, you did a terrible job. You did not do yourself a service. You got more years than Ted Bundy, the horrible lady snatching, serial killing, running up into college, getting the college kids. Like this is escaping. He escaped from the courthouse during his fucking trial, that guy did. And he still got less years than you. Well, no, he got the death penalty though, didn't he? Well, I think he only got less years because he... Wait, Ted Bundy? Wait, am I getting my serial killers mixed up? Hold up. Ted Bundy, which one is the one that was like, that was kind of cute? Like, which one? One of them they made a movie about recently. He was not attractive. He looked like he would kill you. Like, if you seen him, you should expect to die. What was his name? The one they just made a movie about. They made like a little mini series or something about him recently. Make sure I'm getting my people right. I'm pretty sure Ted Bundy is the one that was... Y'all help me out here. Which one is did they make the... Yeah, Ted was the one that was kind of... Okay. Well, who's the one that they made the movie about recently? With the glasses. And Dahmer. Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure I wasn't mixing him up with Dahmer, because Dahmer was not cute. Dahmer looked like a serial killer. Okay. All right. Yeah, Dahmer looked like a serial killer. I could see a bitch falling for Ted Bundy's tricks. You know what I'm saying? He was sneaky. He was attractive, and he would put on a cast. He put forth some effort to get these chicks. Like, he put on a cast on his arm to act like he was like injured, and then he'd be all like, "Oh, thanks," and he would give him this big smile, and he would be like, "Can you help me put this in the car?" And of course, this cute person who's injured, and you know how women are, we like a wounded animal, you know what I'm saying? We'd be like, "Oh, you need to be cared for." It's the nurturer, and it's gonna get us killed every time. You go to help him to put it in the car, and then he just throw your little ass in there and drive off. Which is so crazy, because if she stopped to help you put the stuff in the car, and you was grinning in her face, and she stopped and she helped, more than likely you could have just hung out with her for like 3 hours, and you probably might have got it without having to take it and kill her afterwards. But they like to, he was a serial killer. He liked to kill. So, you got to die if you get in the car with him. I'm just saying. But yeah, you got more years than him. But at the same time, he did get execution. Oh, that's a survey. I gotta put it a certain way. But the question is gonna be, I'm gonna put a survey thing up here, okay? A poll is what they call it. I'm gonna put a poll up here, and the poll is gonna be, if it was on the table, the ultimate penalty. If it was on the table, do you think, like, if it was a possibility for them to do it, do you think that they would have given him that? Okay. And that's what the poll is going to be. But I'm going to have to word it a certain way, because I don't want it to be like it. So let me figure out how I'm going to word it. Okay. Yeah, and he drove a Volkswagen Beetle. Okay. That definitely disarming. Okay. It's a tiny little car. You don't expect for him he don't even have a trunk. I think the trunk is in the front of the fucking car. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you don't think he could hide you in there because it's so little. a guy who drives this that probably has a girlfriend. You would think he has a girlfriend because it's probably her car. You might even think like this. Definitely, that's his sister's car, his mom's car, but him driving around in this little Beetle. This is the most harmless person. He's got a cast on his arm and he drives around in a Beetle and he's cute and he's smiling. How harmless can one human be? Like this. Ted Bundy had a plan, honey. He had a plan. He was not lazy. One thing I can say about Ted Bundy, he was not lazy, honey. Okay? He successfully escaped from prison twice. He escaped from the jail, from the actual jail once, and he shrunk himself down. He lost weight. He lost enough weight to get super skinny so that he could fit through the ceiling tile thing and crawl out, and he actually got out. And then he jumped out the window in the courthouse. He tricked the people in the courthouse thing to let him be in his room reading this little stuff for his trial, whatever. And he escaped out the window, jumped down, I think two floors of the second floor, landed on the ground, got away, was gone for days. They didn't find him the same day. He went to a sorority house, murked some more people, and then coincidentally got caught. He coincidentally got caught after that. Like they found him by pure luck. They found him by pure luck. That motherfucker was like a unicorn. Okay, he was a unicorn. Much like Darrell. But Darrell actually got more years than that guy. He was super dangerous. Super dangerous. And he got less years than you, Darrell. That's fucked up. I mean, that should do something to your self-esteem. I'm just saying that it should make you feel like shit.
The way the motion was presented.
Yeah, how
the coverage alone.
Yeah, the coverage.
The political campaign ads that plastered the defendant's face all over the TV every single day.
The defendant is offended.
Time
right there.
A political campaign was brought up, it made reference to this incident.
Oh, did it?
Every single time.
Every single time.
The fact that people have children that go to the same schools in this county, that people may have worked with the same people in this county. You yourself, Your Honor, stated that you at one time worked with the father of one of the people that was injured in this matter. That is a clear conflict of interest right there. You also stated for the record that not only did you work
Kayla, what's up, baby?
With this father, but that at one time they may have donated to I don't know if it was to you becoming a judge or I would have to look through the docket, but you said it on the record that they donated money to a cause of yours. You also stated that when you had gained knowledge of the incident and that their family member was injured in the incident, that you reached out via phone. I don't recall if it was text message or an actual phone conversation.
It's weird that you don't know these details, Darrell. It's your life on the line. It seemed like you should know these details. You know, Your Honor, I think it's a conflict of interest. I have a clear, like this should definitely have been something you could use, right? No, the judge in my trial has a close relationship, which I can prove with my evidence from messages from after the incident of them reaching out and comforting or whatever. Having those messages would be very useful. Being able to read off what was said as opposed to, I don't know if it was a phone call or if it was a text or if it was them or somebody else. I don't know. But it's, you should recuse yourself. I think Darrell's confused about what recuse means, okay? I don't know. He's just... Darrell, this would have been a good time for you to do a little bit of homework, is all I'm saying to you.
But you put that on the record.
Put it
You
on the
also
record.
stated that
Come on.
the nature of your relationship was strictly professional. I don't know about you, Your Honor, but
Hit the like button for Mama, please. Please and thank you. Mama appreciate you. Yes, she does. And I got the link to the membership at the top of the chat. Help support the channel. It keeps Mama here and not there. Here and not there. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Mama appreciate you. And Mama is indeed community funded, okay? So I gotta throw it out there when I gotta throw it out there. I gotta say it, but get the like button. Those is free. The like buttons is free. That's why they're so offensive. What's so offensive when you don't push that button? It's offensive. It's offensive, and I'm offended. Okay.
I've worked numerous jobs, and I
Lies.
know what professional relationships
did
is
you?
and personal relationships.
He said, I've worked numerous jobs. Look, you just started off that sentence with a lie. I've worked numerous jobs.
I've never had the cell phone number of anyone that was a personal relationship saved to my phone that I could reach out immediately when I learned something. That would constitute a personal relationship of some kind. Whether hanging out from time to time, having a cup of coffee, or hanging out time for time, grabbing a beer. Judge, or I would have to look.
Hold on. I wanted to hear that part again. He confused me with that. I didn't catch it.
Through the docket, but you said it on the record that they donated money to a cause of yours. You also stated that when you had gained knowledge of the incident and that their family member was injured in the incident, that you reached out via phone. I don't recall if it was text message or an actual phone conversation, but you put that on the record. You also stated that the nature of your relationship was strictly professional. I don't know about you, Your Honor, but I've worked numerous jobs, and I know what professional relationships is and personal relationships. I've never had the cell phone number of anyone that was a personal relationship saved to my phone that I could reach out immediately when I.
Yeah, I thought he said that wrong. He says, I've never had the cell phone number of a personal relationship that I've had saved to my phone. So whose numbers do you have saved in your phone if it's not your personal? Look at this. Ain't that something? So you don't have the phone numbers to the people at your job in your phone. So when you running late, who you call? You just remember the number? I mean, what do you mean? Oh, that's right. He never had no job, so it's just a lie. That's why it don't make sense.
I learned something. That would constitute a personal relationship
That would
of some kind.
constitution a personal relationship.
Whether hanging out from time to time, having a cup of coffee, or hanging out time for time, grabbing a beer, or hanging out from time to time, watching a game.
Well, that's true though, because most of the time he didn't have I could see people who he know not wanting him to have their phone number. So actually, you know what, he might be telling the truth.
Or anything of that nature. It would definitely be more than just strictly professional.
What you saying that
that was stated for the record.
You trying to imply that they hot and heavy, Darrell?
Again, I go back to the Sixth Amendment again.
Your Honor, he's making implications.
In terms of,
he's trying to imply that you was having an affair.
When I asked for the motion for the evidence motion that I raised, that was denied without any explanation. That would be strictly to place in the evidence any unrevealed contract. That's under the Sixth Amendment. Clearly, there's been repeated violations of my Sixth Amendment. We all know that the United States Constitution is the law of the land, period. It trumps everything.
It trump everything?
We also know that any law repugnant of the Constitution is null and void. We know that.
It's funny him saying that, but then he don't say what it, like, that's clearly a thing that once you say that, you would then say what that means. It's not the type of thing that one would assume that everybody in the room knows what that means. So to say if anything that's repugnant of the Constitution is null and void, everybody knows that. And then he moves on. Like, bitch, you don't know what that means, do you, Daryl? You don't. That's why you don't want to say. Like, you just say that out and then you just say everybody know. Why would you think everybody know that? I'm not even sure what the fuck you said, so I damn sure don't know what you meant. Okay, like, why would you not say what that means? So he's literally just reading off all the laws, you know, because if he kills 1,000 years worth of time in his courtroom, when this trial's over, he can say, okay, I'll call time served, and then he could go home. Of course, ain't nobody gonna be there because they died 1,000 years ago, because that's how long it's gonna take. Because that's how many years he got. You got me? You feel me? Okay. You closer to 2,000 than 1,000 years. That's fucked up, Daryl. That's just offensive. I'm offended for you, really.
There's still no basis for the motions being shot down.
Hit the like button for Mama. Hey, Bossy Tuba, what's up, baby? How's you doing? Ooh, I knew.
Why was I not granted the motion for finding a fact? Why did it take so long for me to be brought my entire motion for discovery?
What?
Why was the motion to prove jurisdiction not verified? Why was the motion to dismiss the case for all the reasons I said not being granted? Which brings me to the motion to subpoena witnesses. I did everything that was asked of me by the court pertaining those.
I forgot about Daryl's tiny pen, y'all. I just saw it in his hand and remembered his little piece of pen. I forgot about Daryl's little piece of pen. His little pen insert. I forgot.
Subpoenas.
Let me get me one. Let me see.
It was understood by the court that this is my first time ever having to do this. I didn't understand how to properly fill out the subpoenas, which the prosecution volunteered that they would give assistance. The only assistance I received was for them to check to see if it was filled out right.
Oh, you wanted them to do it?
That was it. That doesn't amount to any assistance. I was still left to fill it out on my own, and then when I did that, correction still had to be made, which would verify what I was saying. I don't know how to do this. But I still complied to what the court asked of me. And even then, it was a big old thing about the subpoenas. I can't subpoena the plaintiff in the case. Well, how can I not subpoena the plaintiff in the case when under the Sixth Amendment, I have the right to face my accuser, which is the plaintiff of the case? So how could the subpoena not be filed? And how could the plaintiff not be called to the witness stand?
Here we go. This is one closer
that
to his.
That begs the question of,
This is closer to Daryl's pen. It's like the little inside piece of a pen. They don't trust him with an actual pen with the plastic part on the outside. So he just got the little insert. He got to write with his, but it works because he got that tiny itty bitty baby hand. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Nasir. Thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you. Yes, you do. Ooh. He got his little pen insert. All right, Daryl. I like your pen insert. It makes you look very professional. You know how I know when a man know what he doing and he good at his job? When he use a pen insert. That's how I know. Okay? That means you the only man that I've ever met that is that type of man, Daryl. Because I ain't never seen a man write with a pen insert before you. Ooh. I am Boss of Tuba. Doing great. Ooh.
Plaintiff even exists, which it was stated for the record that not only by a witness, a detective Casey, that got on the stand and said on the record that is an entity, which is not a living, breathing human being.
Jesus.
And then it was stated again by you on the record, Your Honor, that the plaintiff is an entity.
Hit the like button for mama.
So the question still stands. How can an entity bring a claim if it's not a living human being?
That's funny. Well, it's not funny. It's terrible that he would have it in him to say that when he killed 6 people. He killed 6 people talking about something. If you ain't living, both living and breathing, which, I mean, to be living, you gonna need to be breathing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of weird to say both. Like, you know, it's a little bit pointless, you know. Look at his face. Little dead eyes. Oh, you tired, Daryl? You look tired. Look at this. Look at this man behind him. Look. This man is expressionless. I don't even think this is a real person. I think they put a mannequin behind this man. Daryl, they got a mannequin behind you.
So where's
hopefully he's haunted.
the claim? Will the plaintiff in this matter, the state of Wisconsin, be allowed to testify? Will they be allowed to be in the courtroom?
No. Can the state of Wisconsin come in the room is what you just said.
No, they will not, because they don't exist. Therefore, the claim doesn't exist.
That's right. That's right. The claim isn't real.
For all those reasons that I just stated, the case should have been dismissed a long time ago. Once those issues were raised, this case should have been dismissed.
Oh my God.
And at the very minimum, it should have been dismissed because those still have yet to be proven. We're still talking about jurisdiction. That's been being asked for over a week.
This man.
There's still no providing of license to practice law.
Talk about
not even by you.
Dismiss the case.
Why was I not provided with a certified copy of your oath of office?
You know what they should have did? What they should have did was they should have said, we're going to shut off. You know what? You right, Daryl. So I'm going to say a couple more words to you, and then we're going to let you go. We're going to dismiss this case. So what I want to tell you, though, before I let you go, is that what we're going to do is we're going to turn off every single camera. We're going to turn off every single camera in a 3-mile radius. There will be no surveillance cameras on any buildings, on anywhere outside. No one. There will be no cameras. People will not be able to use their cameras. There will be no footage of anything that happens when you walk out. We will not be giving you a ride. We will not allow you to call somebody to pick you up. We're just going to free you. We're going to let you walk outside, and there will be no cameras. Like I said, we're not going to inform your family that we just did that we just let you go. If you make it home, you can tell them. If you don't make it home, they're going to just assume that you're still in here in the jail. And with that information, guard, can you unshackle this man and free him? And let society decide what happens next. You know, give these people a chance to, you know, exert some of this raw energy I'm sure that they feel. I'm just saying. That sheriff is stunned by the stench of Darrell. Yes. Yes, honey. Thank you, Snickers, Mom. Thank you, boo.
Why would you not state the name that is on file with the Secretary of the State? Or I made reference the first time to the Secretary of the Treasury, and then you stated on the record that it's the Secretary of State. even though you knew what I was referring to when I asked. You referred to your name tag.
Right, Kemp? It's a good idea, right?
But that's not the name registered.
Mama got
We both
good
know
ideas.
that. So why wasn't that proof verified? You gave me a copy of your oath of office, but it's not certified. So how can I verify that that is the true oath of office that you signed? How can I verify that it's valid? That's the reason why I asked for it to be certified, which you stated for the record you will not do that. You never stated any.
Girl? Who is you yelling at?
Legal reason why.
Watch your tone.
I have the right to ask for that. Legally.
Look at that. All these legal rights.
I also have the right to call any witnesses to assist my defense, which is the main reason why I subpoenaed the plaintiff in this matter. I also have the right to challenge all relevant laws in this trial in terms of their intent, interpretation, fairness, enforcement, and whether they serve and protect the people. From my knowledge,
Paulie, what's up, baby?
The design of the statutes of the law was written for the common people to understand. So that would mean the final determination or interpretation of what the law says comes down to the people. You know this, Your Honor. Are you not a public servant?
He is enjoying this, honey. He's like, oh shit, she gonna
You
just let
also
me
know
cook.
that this docket sheet.
I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy is all the chances, all the times that she gave him to just kind of ramble and just kind of go off, like just every single time he did it, he would talk about how y'all need to let him go. Y'all need to just drop the charges. There ain't no victim. There ain't no defendant. There ain't no plaintiff. There ain't, who's got the charge or whatever. He would say these things. This is how he got 1,500 years. Like this. That's how he got him. Him saying that. It's the let me go. You can't keep me here. I didn't do nothing. You is just holding on to me for no fucking reason. This is why he got 1,500 fucking years. There's no remorse. There's no, I can't believe I did that. I can't, no, none of that. There's just, y'all is just fucking with me because I'm cute. I think it's literally what he's thinking. Oh my God. Darrell, do better.
It's inaccurate. Every filing up until the point that I started representing myself was filed in a name that was represented by all capital letters, which is not my name. Nor has it ever been my name, nor have I ever seen that name or individual. Every single filing or paperwork was all in capital letters. Ever since September 29th, roughly around there, now everything starts to go to lowercase letters. Why is that? What prompted the sudden change?
I mean, what are you blaming it on your father? What's funny though? What's funny is that he said he ain't never seen nobody with that name, but he got his father's name. Darrell is named after his father. Darrell is a junior. You ain't never heard of your own daddy, Darrell? Now, why do you act like such an asshole? It's ridiculous. You poor thing. This is what it is. That's what this is all about. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, thank you, Hamidi. Did you hit the like button? Because that's how you show mama that you like mama videos. It's just how you hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Ew.
I still have filings that have all capital letters, which I state every time I come into your courtroom, Your Honor, that is not my name, nor do I consent or agree to being called that name.
I do not consent.
I'm merely here as a third-party intervener.
I'm a third-party intervener.
On behalf of my client.
Hey, Scout. Ooh.
Did I accept for value in return for value? We go through this every time I...
Yeah, we do.
Every time I come here.
Yeah, every time I come here. Ain't that something?
Every time.
He is so funny. Every time I come here, we go through this. Every single time I come, I be home minding my business, watching my favorite stories on TV. And then I come over here, and every time I come here, like, bitch, you was already there. What is you talking about? You live there. What you mean every time you come there? Everybody else in the building go home, but you. You the only person to stay there. Talking about every time I come here. You funny, Darrell. You funny. Ooh. You a funny little man. The like button for mama, please. Ooh.
You bring up Illinois versus Allen when we had the issue of me being removed.
We get some purple emojis in the chat. Make it happen. Purple emojis flooded. Make the whole thing turn purple. Ooh.
Moved from the courtroom. We went through that where Illinois versus Allen states that there are 3 options when a defendant is being disruptive in court.
Aww.
You stated for the record that you identified a 4th one, which is not cited anywhere in that case. It's not cited anywhere. So the question would be, how did you come up with a 4th option that's not written in that case?
What's up, baby?
Did you take it upon yourself to add this 4th option to justify
throwing you under the prison? Yes.
denying me my constitutional right by being present?
My constitutional rights.
You could have done the 3 that were stated. Any one of the 3 you could have done that were stated in the case. Nowhere does it say you can create a 4th option.
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, boo.
Not upholding my constitutional rights. I'm sure you know about Title 18, USCS 2381.
Nice. Purple.
Which states that
Purple.
It's treason not to uphold your oath of office. Treason.
Treason. Treason.
You repeatedly make judicial determinations.
He was hoping
that
she would
clearly
interrupt
prejudice
him after that.
My defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I question you about are you making judicial determinations, I'm repeatedly shut down.
Yeah, cause dumb. Cause stupid. Cause idiot. And cause asshole. Yeah, cause all those things.
Which leads to
what's up, Nay? What's
today.
Up, dude? Purple emojis in the chat.
The constant
flooded
push
with purple. Make it look
not
all purple.
To have an informed jury. Not giving legal valid grounds on objections. Not noting objections for the record to make sure that the record is clear.
What?
I'm sure somewhere in...
Hey, Scout Scout 19D just me said, oh, he's in an unnamed prison out of state now. Is that right?
The jury instructions, you informed them that the state of Wisconsin was bringing the claim. But then you make the judicial determination that I'm not allowed to ask questions about the plaintiff.
Sammy, hey boo.
That's clear
bias. Thank you
bias.
very much. I appreciate you. Yes, coming in with a great advice, of course, and thanks for the PayPal, Mama. Appreciate you. Yes, she, I do. Ooh. Say, hey, y'all, if you're here, hit the like buttons. Great advice. Always with the great advice. This one come in with the great advice, okay? Make sure you subscribe, okay? Hit the subscribe button. Check and make sure it's still hit, because you may have been subscribed, and YouTube will unsubscribe you and won't tell you shit. It won't tell you shit. Ooh. Mama, appreciate it. Yes. Oh, yeah. I had him put purple because I knew you was coming. So I ahead of time, I said, okay, flood it with purple. And there you all, just in time to enjoy all the purple. Ooh. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you, boo. Mama, love you. Yes, indeed, you do. Good citizen, 11 months a member. Thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate that. Indeed, she do. Look at that, 11 whole months. It's the stuff of dreams. Mama, appreciate you. Y'all hit that like button. How many likes I got?
And it prejudices my defense.
What? Okay. So Sammy said he is in a hidden prison. Why is he in a hidden prison? Ooh, is it Alligator Alcatraz? They got people who ain't supposed to be in a jail at Alligator Alcatraz, and then Darrell's ass is just roaming around in the cushy place with air conditioning. I'm gonna need for them to move his ass over there. Like, if they are willing to make places like that, you think that they will put the correct people in there. It's ridiculous. It's so backwards here. I don't know what Never mind, I'm gonna upset myself. I ain't gonna upset myself. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. But
you know also that.
So Sammy, what state do you know what state he's in?
You have an electronic filing system.
I got Mama curious now.
I find it hard to believe that I was told yesterday about my subpoena for the plaintiff that I had to wait for a filing in a timestamp when I've seen it done numerous times in just a few seconds right in front of my face. When the prosecution needs something filed, it's filed immediately. I have to wait, or I have to wait till the next day. That's a clear bias and a clear prejudice to my defense.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So it really is a mystery. The good citizen says that it's possibly South Dakota. Sammy says she's heard Colorado, so he could be anywhere then. But those places are kind of, wait. What was the one? Okay, so yeah, those are kind of close though, right? South Dakota and Colorado are kind of, so it must be up and over somewhere. That's pretty far from Florida, so I guess no alligators for Darrell. Oh well. Oh, you heard South Dakota too? Darrell, why did they hide you? He's in witness protection or something from Bubba. Are you in like a, he's being held away from his he was in an abusive relationship with his Bubba, his king.
Obviously the court knows that I'm not privileged to the same
you're not
filing
privileged.
system.
You're not privy.
Which brings me to the reason why
you should be set free. Tell us.
I brought up the issue of assistance of counsel. Under the Sixth Amendment, I have the right to assistance of counsel. It doesn't say anything about
23-hour
representing
lockdown.
yourself without assistance of counsel. Having counsel represent you and having assistance of counsel is two totally different things. You, Your Honor, gave me paperwork that was a waiver of counsel. We both know that any contract can be altered if I don't agree to certain terms. I crossed out everything in that paperwork that I did not agree or consent to, and specifically
paperwork and you just get
wrote
to
on
alter
that
some shit.
paperwork that I do not waive my right to assistance of counsel. At the very least, I should have been awarded a standby counsel. Not someone to represent me, to speak for me, but someone to help me do things in a timely fashion. Get things filed in a timely fashion.
Do all the hard work while I just stand up, hold charts and shit and ramble. While they do all the hard work, and then I tell them, you are not here to talk. You are here to organize all this shit and tell me what I'm supposed to say. Like, Darrell, ain't nobody trying to be your he what he's saying, Your Honor, let me translate this for you. He was expecting for the people's tax money to pay for him to have a personal assistant during this here trial. That's what he was asking for. That's all he wanted, Your Honor. That's all he's, come on, you can give him that. Darrell, ain't nobody trying to take that job. Do you know, I'm going to tell you, nobody was as happy as his attorney was when he was granted being able to represent himself. That was the happiest attorney in the universe. Don't nobody want that on their track record. It's an impossible fucking case. They was definitely going to lose. It goes on their record of all their losses. You know how hard it is to try to defend a Darrell and have the people in the town not fucking hate you. The stank is going to get on you. The stank of the Darrell will get on you if you defend Darrell. You're going to smell just like him. That's what I'm saying to you. Okay?
Fashion. Get motions together in a timely fashion. Make preparations to get things done that I don't have the privilege to do in my current situation of being housed at the Waukesha County Jail.
Like what? Tell us what you can't do, Darrell.
I gave you back that paperwork and you accepted the paperwork that I altered. That you understood that I didn't agree and consent to those things that were altered. You accepted it and you filed it. That is
okay. So if you had wrote on there, let's just be clear here, Darrell. So if on there, if you wrote at the tippy top, if you wrote, at the very tippy top of the paper, by signing this, I declare that you have to let me go. That you have to, you have no jurisdiction or whatever. And you got to let me go. I consent to being released at this moment. Do you think you handing that to her and her filing it away means your ass is getting out? It can't work like that, Darrell. You sound so dumb, and it's weird that you can't tell. It's weird that you can't tell. If you had an attorney, your attorney would have told you that sounded stupid, but you don't have one.
In the record.
Because you
I have copies of the same paperwork that you accepted. So when you accepted that, with no objection, that becomes a tacit agreement.
It's a tacit agreement. Oh, thank you, Snickers Mom.
But yet,
Thank you for
I'm
the
still forced to
PayPal.
come in here.
Thank you for the PayPal Snickers, Mom. Mama appreciate you. Mama I do. Yes, indeed. Ooh. Yes, you, huh? Uh-huh. Yep. Woohoo. With the Pillsbury Doughboy. Woohoo. Oh, let's see. Okay. Thank you, baby.
With zero help. I think it's clear
Yeah, he means tacit,
that
but he says
prejudiced
tacit.
my defense.
It's like a new word for Darrell.
Knowing that the prosecution has everything that they need for this matter at
I
their
know,
fingertips.
he's so serious.
And
He
I have
is,
to jump
Sammy.
through every hoop possible to even get things.
Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, he's serious as hell. He has a heart. Look on his face. This is atrocious. I can't believe the travesty of justice. I can't believe, it is so hard for me to believe that the justice system has gotten this bad, that a Darrell could find himself sitting here like this. You should recuse yourself, Your Honor. You really should. You should recuse yourself. Okay. You better recuse yourself in the music the moment. Bad mama. Bad mama.
Things filed in a timely fashion.
In a timely fashion.
It was stated for the
Darrell's
record
rights are being trampled with, you guys.
the unit that I'm housed in, in the Waukesha County Jail,
hit the like button for mama.
and per jail administrator Angela Wallenhoff, that I'm only allowed out of my cell for a few hours a day. So I'm roughly locked down 22 hours a day.
Oh, you like that, Scout?
Not given the privilege to access everything that I should be able to at the time that I should be if I was general population. Arrangements could have been made months ago for me to be at least in some form general population with an upcoming trial. Reference was made to being able to use
did I just miss it?
LexisNexis or whatever it's called. We call it the law library. That may be the easier way to describe it. I'm only allowed to access the law library at certain times during the day. The rule of the jail is that when you're not in the day room, you can't access the law library, which is on tablets. We are not allowed to have those tablets in our cells. That prejudiced my defense. How can I work on my case? How can I look up certain case laws? How can I do any of this if I don't have full access to it?
Well, first of all, you got boxes of stuff that you were supposed to be looking at that you ain't paying no mind to. And so all these things you have, but you ain't looking at. But you want to point out the stuff that you say that you can't get to. You haven't even gone through the shit that you have. Okay, what you wanted? What he wanted is to get online so he can track Erica. He wanted to go on social media. Okay, that's what he wanted to do. It ain't gonna work, Darrell. That's a dumbass plan.
I even suggested some type of order that could be made by the court to allow me more time out of my cell, or to talk to jail administration about allowing me more time out of my cell to be able to use those when needed.
How do you wait?
And to be frank, in a proceeding of this magnitude.
Hold up, Rapino. Me no understanding, huh? Hold on. Because my mother is in prison for growing METH plants. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was not under the impression that METH was a plant. I don't think that's a plant. Like, isn't that like just a bunch of chemicals? I feel fairly certain that that's not a plant. I don't think that the Lord made that. Like, that don't seem like something Mother Nature was getting up to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I don't think that that's how that works. So, whoever told you that that's why your mother was in prison, I think they might have lied to you. I don't know why they would tell that particular lie, but I feel, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I feel fucking confident that that's not a plant. Like, I don't think that, I can't see how. I remember Breaking Bad. If nothing else, I remember Breaking Bad. And is that was what he was making, is it not? METH is a plant. How? Wait. Okay. Thank you, Kimberly. What in the hell? What in the fuck? Okay, all right. You sent me down a rabbit hole. We're stopping there. No more talk about that whatever the hell that is. That sounds crazy. So yeah, we're cutting that conversation. Any more comments about it will be deleted. In fact, I might have to take these ones off. I don't want that in the timeline. Yeah, we're gonna delete those messages here. Delete them. Ooh. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of that was weird though. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look it up.
There should not be even a time where I'm not where I don't have access to.
Oh, here we go. I see. If they put him in Gen Pop, you never would have made it to your trial. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to be out there with them. Oh, definitely not. And then we wouldn't have this case study that we have before us. Oh, he'd have been Epstein.
To the materials that I need. If I'm not in the courtroom or sleeping, I should be awarded the time to work on this case. Seeing as how I only had a couple days to prepare for a trial of this magnitude.
Deleted a couple. Mm-hmm.
Which brings me back again to the change of venue again. Even right now with trial going on, there's still political ads being shown every day that reference this incident.
Well, the problem is that he calls them all political. He thinks that they're all political things, when really they're just about it. And he says that this is political, but it's just them talking. It was just them talking about it.
Still talk throughout the jail about it. There's been a ton of hate mail received to the jail since the beginning of this. Mm-hmm. It did die down for a little bit, but it picked right back up the closer we got to the trial.
Why would you think it wouldn't be?
Hate mail that comes from people right here in the city of Waukesha. Which gives more credibility to the venue needing to be changed. Yet and still, that was denied. It's
Where would you have changed it to?
For impartial jury to be found in this county.
It's impossible to find an impartial jury
and that's not to
for a Darrell.
Discredit people in the county that can be impartial. It would be unfair to say that no one can be impartial. That would be accurate.
It would be accurate. That would be very accurate, actually, Daryl.
But with the level of scrutiny that this
Everyone
whole
hates you, Daryl.
incident has, the reporting, the Facebook groups, the constant, there were Facebook groups created because of this.
Yes, there were. That's true.
The reporting live stream on Court TV has comment sections where a lot of insensitive and nasty things are said. The sheer insensitivity of some of the things that are said on there. I know a lot of people probably don't care about what I'm about to say, but it still needs to be said because it's truth. The fact of the matter is, that I have children too. Family too, loved ones too.
Girl? Jennifer, yes you did, you're here.
That also have been ridiculed and had their names drugged to the mud and have threats towards them. Loved ones that had to leave their home because they were getting threats thrown through their mailbox.
Like who? Who are these loved ones that you talking about? It's been years.
Children that didn't feel safe going to school because they were getting bullied behind what was being said.
Like what? Like who?
And that's not to sweep anything under the rug.
What children?
Whatsoever.
Daryl, which children are we talking about?
To constantly say and report this incident as attack, terrorism. It's unfair and it's insensitive.
Oh my God. It's insensitive. You know what it is? It's like, look, okay, I know I drove through the parade over all your family members and your children. I know that. But it is, it's just not really fair, okay, that you would, call this an attack. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair that you would do that. You know what I'm saying? It's insensitive. It's insensitive to my feelings. That you would call me driving over everyone's children and grandparents with my car. It's unfair. And it's unkind to say that I like, Daryl, look behind you. Hey, Daryl. Hey, Daryl, look behind you. Hey, Daryl. Hey, Daryl. It's so funny. Like you would think that he would feel the eyes on him staring into the back of his neck. You know what I'm saying? Just wishing instant death on him.
It's a definite tragedy. Definite. And that will never be swept under the rug.
Yeah, until you try to, while you try to sweep it under the rug. Hey,
there's
Anita,
always going to be
baby?
Healing that has
Crystal
to take place.
Thaddeus, what's up? 1, 2.
It's going to be difficult. And that should not be swept under the rug whatsoever.
This man.
But it's very insensitive and unfair to not recognize that there's many other victims that never is talked about.
Like her. Like her. Like who? Kyle.
And for people to paint a certain picture,
Daryl,
mostly from this
like
county,
who
to put this picture out there, it's not only hurtful, but it's insensitive, and it's not true.
Who are the victims? Daryl, who the victims? You said there were other victims. Who the victims that we are forgetting about?
I'm sure the court read through the motion for change of venue. I'm assuming, though it was a lot of paperwork in those motions.
Yeah, he definitely does think that, Bossy Tuber. He thinks he's himself is one of the victims, but he's talking about his family, whom don't even speak to him, not because of this, but already before this, were not. He's talking about the people, like his family. He said they're the victims. They would still, if they were victims, they would still count as his victims. They're still his victims. Like all the people, his victims.
I think it was obvious.
Mind you, he shot at his nephew not long before this. Ran over Erica's foot before this. Like 2 weeks before this, ran over her foot. Shot at his nephew, had a restraining order. That's why he's living in his mother's car in his mother's driveway, because he's not allowed inside the house because his nephew lives in the house with his mother. So he's running an extension cord from his mother's front porch, and he got a whole motherfucking television. I shit you not. Confirmed this with Erica. He got a TV in the car that he runs an extension cord out of the car down into the front porch of his mother's house to watch TV. I asked Erica, what does he be watching? Guess what it was, if you don't recall? In fact, actually, I'm not going to say. I'm going to ask you guys. Let's see who remembers. What did Erica say that Darrell liked to watch on that television that he had in the car running an extension cord to? Let's see who remembers what she said he liked to watch. Just the general thing that she said he likes to watch. Let's see. The only people I feel sorry for on his end is his children. Yeah, the ones who had to deal with, I'm sure. Most of his children, like, people weren't aware of who their father was in the first place. You know, he put some of them on blast and told on them, you know. Yep. Saucy Sam got it. Sammy got it. It was wrestling. Oh no, 1-2 got it first. 1-2 got it first. Wrestling. It sure was. It sure was. Wrestling. He loved to watch wrestling. Yes. Marilyn is saying the thing that I used to say. Tom and Jerry. Because in my mind, that's what I was saying. Like, what are you in there watching, Tom and Jerry? He'd be watching Tom and Jerry. I think that was the thing that the mama just said, thought it was funny, and kept repeating. Oh, yes, honey. Unless I'm mistaken, and she did actually say Tom and Jerry also. Because I said it so many times. I'm pretty sure it was something that I thought it was something that I just said. But maybe that was it. Maybe that's where I got it from. Sitting there watching Tom and Jerry and wrestling. Oh my God. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think you might be right. I think she did say Tom and Jerry and wrestling. Oh my God. It's... You guys are good. Y'all be actually listening. Ain't that something? But once mama says something, she say it a lot, so I get it. You hear, you don't just hear it once, you hear it a trillion fucking times, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yes. Yes, Hamidi, I did an interview. I did an interview live with her. I let everybody give me their questions. Everybody was giving, I had questions ahead of time. From my babies on here, all gave me whatever questions they had for us to ask. And we kept it fun. We didn't make it too serious. I asked stuff like, like that. Like, what did he watch on that television? Like, was it like a real TV or was it like just like a monitor? What all questions did y'all let me know in the comments. Put in the comments if you remember some of the questions that I asked. Just to remind me, because if I know the questions, then I can say what answer she gave. But I'm trying to remember what questions it was. So put it in the chat real quick. Whatever questions y'all remember me asking Erica.
Obvious that the venue should have been changed. Obvious.
Yeah, it's definitely on my channel. If you go to my channel, do like a search on my videos, do just like interview with Erica Patterson. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely still there. It was a good time. It was a good time.
It's too many connections and it's too close. It's too close.
Hit the like button for mama.
If there was any chance for a fair trial and an impartial jury, it should not have been in this county. But yet it was denied. Without any
he looked casket
validity.
ready for sure. That's not my term. I borrowed that from somebody else. I've heard that
Zero.
before. Yeah, casket ready. I don't think casket ready is an original thing I thought of. I think it's something I heard once and thought was hilarious. Casket ready. I've been saying it for a while, so I can't say whether or not
There's so
it's
much
mine.
bias is going on that
Casket ready.
and even with all this, for the record,
Yeah, he's super humble now.
we still
He done had his ass handed to him so bad. Oh, poor Darrell. Poor Darrell. Oh, the interview Tiff. I've been thinking about that recently. Oh,
have
shit,
no
going
proof
on.
of jurisdiction.
Hell no, he ain't never flexed on another dude, Mad Anthony. Hell no. What in the world? He is very docile. That's one thing about Darrell. When approached by males, he is very docile. Like he is very much gonna bow and he gonna do a curtsy. You know what I'm saying? When approached by a dude, Darrell goes just like this. He bows and curtsies. Okay, that's what he do. Your Majesty. That'd be Darrell. He is extremely docile. Okay.
We still have no bond on file in the docket sheet. We still have no plaintiff. We still have no claim.
No plaintiff, no claim. No victims. Hey, Darrell.
We're not sure of the relationship between you, Your Honor, and a father of one of the people that was injured. We're not clear on that relationship, no matter how well prepared the speech was, because it was a prepared speech. That was obvious.
Oh, somebody's getting agitated. That was obvious. You come in here prepared to do your job. So that was obvious. Darrell, hey Darrell, that's not an insult. She was supposed to know how. She was supposed to be prepared. Darrell can't fathom this. He's like, she came in here with a prepared answer. Spoke it like a person who speaks the language that they're speaking. Like, Darrell, you talk so funny. We trying to figure out what language you talking. Like, what language is he talking? Now, I said that on purpose. Don't you thinking I don't know how to say that correctly? I said talking instead of speaking because it sounds funnier when you say it real ignorant like. things sound funnier. That's one of the amusing things about slang. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds funnier.
Where's the proof?
Funny words are funny.
I just asked that same question. Can an affidavit be given that there is no bias, no conflict of interest, and no interest in the outcome of this case?
Oh, casket sharp. Yeah, I've never heard that one. I heard like casket ready. Yeah, just sounds funnier. I like the things that just sound, you hear something and it's like, that just sounds funny. Like you imagine it, it's like, it's just, you hear it and you can see it. You can visualize it and it's just hilarious. It looks funny.
There's no proof.
Hey, Mike, what's up, baby?
If you hold the full judicial power of the state, or is it the military power?
Oh, yeah, that was the thing that I asked. Yes. I asked Erica if Darrell was ever like gotten in the face or like jump bad pretty much with a dude. Like, has he ever like confronted a man? Or is it just always girls? Of course, it was always girls. It's never a dude. Extremely docile. The most docile. Let's see. What else did she say? I forgot that. I said, oh, name of his car. Oh, yeah, if he named his car. Yep, Sam. I asked if he named his car. And she said no, that not that she knew of. There was no name, which made sense because it's not his car; it's his mother's car. It would be weird to name somebody else's car, right? The Darrell reflects on it. Do okay. Is that prison? And went to town. Let's see. Stop my mom. Okay. Okay, I guess that was it. That's all you got on there. But yeah, you should watch it. It was a good time. It was a good time for sure.
Mr. Brooks, I've given you about 50 minutes to make your various arguments. You've now repeated yourself a number of times, so I'm going to turn to the state to see if they have any response. Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I'm going to summarize what I just heard by quoting from a case from the Eastern District of Wisconsin, federal case found at 2022 Westlaw 3045190.
Can you repeat that last
I'm so sorry. 3045190. Retzloff versus Moran. This case is talking about
Mama, please.
many of the topics that Mr. Brooks has now recited to the court, and simply states the majority of Retzloff's filing is incomprehensible jargon and cut and paste legal mumbo jumbo. Sovereign citizen theories are frivolous and wholly without merit. And the court goes on to cite to Bay, B-E-Y, versus the state of Indiana at 847, Fed 3rd, 559, on pages 559 through 560, a Seventh Circuit Court of Appeals decision from 2017. Mr. Brooks knowingly
call that name, nor do I know any individual by that name, Your Honor.
Please do the courtesy of not interrupting the state, as they did not interrupt you for over the almost 50 minutes that you spoke. Thank you.
Damn.
Please continue.
Your Honor, the record is very clear that Mr. Brooks knowingly, willingly, voluntarily, and intelligently insisted on representing himself in this trial.
Sure did.
He has no constitutional right to stand by counsel? None whatsoever. The court patiently went through the form and advised him of many of the things he's complaining about here today. The resources of the state, the knowledge of the law, his ignorance of the law. And his words to this court, and I quote to the best of my ability, "It don't make me flinch one bit."
Ooh.
That's what he told this court, whatever it was, 2 weeks ago. Now he's here complaining over and over and over again how unfair this is to him. It's highly offensive. I don't know, because unfortunately I was talking to my investigator, if he accused this court of treason, but I certainly heard that word come out of his mouth, and it is absolutely shocking that he would throw such a word around so loosely in this courtroom. This court has been exceedingly patient, exceedingly respectful of his rights at every turn. At every turn. I want to address this claim that he only had 3 days to prepare for trial. It's absolutely a false statement. The record should reflect that he does have 3 banker's boxes on his table. The record should reflect that every time the state calls a witness to the stand, he swiftly and easily turns to those boxes, which appear to be alphabetized or organized in some fashion by the public defenders who turned it over to him, and quickly removes the folder of the witness who's testifying and effectively cross-examines that witness using notes from the public defender. We know that because he's tried to confront witnesses with the notes from the public defender. He is not going into this blind or with one arm tied behind his back. They did all the homework, and he's simply sitting here reading their notes, reading their cross-examination questions, and asking the questions, and then going on to his ridiculous questions having to do with his belief in the sovereign citizen movement. There's no way this record would reflect that this defendant is not adequately prepared for trial.
I'm back.
He's never asked for a speedy trial. He makes conflicting statements. On one hand, you violated his rights because it's taken us so long to get to trial. And on the other hand, we're rushing him to this case, and he hasn't had adequate time to prepare. He is not denied access to legal materials in the jail. The record is very clear from the jail administrator. It should not be confused. He misleads this court intentionally to say, I only get out of my cell 2 hours a day. That is a fact. That is for his own safety, so that other inmates do not inflict physical harm upon him.
That part.
He has access to a tablet. He has access to a computer. Whether he chooses to ask for those resources is up to him. I would also cite the court to
the like button for
U.S. ex-rel George versus Lane, Lane, 7th Circuit Court of Appeals at 718 Fed 2nd 226, where a pro se defendant attempted to complain on appeal about his lack of access to a computerized legal research system, paralegal training, or law school education. The court rejected that contention and said, once a defendant has asserted his right to refuse counsel and conduct his own defense, he has no constitutional right to access those resources. And again, you warned him, Judge. You fairly warned him. And he basically acted as if you were insulting him and said it didn't make him flinch one bit. Much of the last 50 minutes, which this court has graciously extended him the opportunity to go on and on and on, is
what's Money Talks? Is that like a movie? Or is that from the song Money Talk? Money Talk, ooh, Money talk. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. What's money talks?
Nothing more than legal mumble jumble. He's reading from some typewritten transcript. I can see that from where I'm sitting. I don't know who's giving him these materials, but he has an agenda here. It's to stall, delay, disrupt, intimidate, and it's not going to work. Thank you.
Objection to that. Your Honor, that's a load of crap.
Mr. Brooks, that's my opportunity now. I gave you about 50 minutes.
I just want to object to the disrespectful comments that was just made. I'm not trying to hold you up from what you're gonna say, but that's a load of crap.
Mr. Brooks,
for her to sit there,
Mr. Brooks,
for her to sit there,
objection is noted.
For her to sit there, Your Honor.
It's my turn. Let me go through this.
Look at his hand.
Graciously
y'all.
gave you 50 minutes.
Look at this. It looks like he's frozen. Watch. But he's not. This is in real time.
To raise all these various points that you want to bring up. I then gave the state an opportunity to respond. That is the proper procedure.
Look at his hand.
I followed decorum.
Why is his hand not moving?
I followed civility. I did not interrupt you. The state did not interrupt you. Your objection to their characterization, it's noted for the record.
Look at this.
I am going to render a decision at this point. Please listen, and please do not interrupt.
You okay, girl? You just gonna be quiet?
As I indicated, the defendant spoke for about 50 minutes.
That's crazy. That he just listened to her like that. That was wild. It makes you wonder what he's thinking. You know he's thinking something fucked up. You know you know he is.
Raising a litany of complaints and issues and theories regarding his view of how this case has proceeded. Many of these issues, if not the vast majority or even all of them, have already been addressed by this court in one way or the other. Looking at, for example, his complaints about change of venue. It is true this court denied the change of venue motion. The court made a record at that hearing. I stand behind that record and that decision. The arguments made regarding that decision, which I would note he has yet to file an interlocutory appeal challenging that, are nothing more than speculative, without a basis in law or fact. To say that this jury is biased would be a complete miscarriage of justice and a mischaracterization of the process this court painstakingly took in order to obtain a fair and impartial jury. There is absolutely nothing on this record before the court throughout these proceedings to suggest that this is a biased jury. I stand behind my previous determination and the process that this court went through, including initially calling an unusually large panel for which the clerk of court's office sent the initial qualification questionnaire, and then ultimately a case-specific questionnaire was sent to approximately 1,400 jurors or potential jurors. There was ample opportunity for the parties throughout the proceedings leading up to the end of August to review those materials. There were numerous strikes for cause that this court entertained. Even prior to that specific hearing, the parties met, they conferred. The state agreed not to challenge the vast majority of the challenges to jurors brought by the defense. And then there was the hearing. Then this court,
Watching Mama eat.
at jury selection, allowed for an indefinite number of strikes for cause. Many were granted, if not all. And then even on the day that the jurors were brought in, the court provided the jurors with a supplemental questionnaire dealing specifically with the issue of exposure to the political advertisements. And then each party had the opportunity to exercise 10 preemptory strikes, which is well above the number of strikes allowed for by statute, which would be 6 based upon the homicide charges, 1 extra for the alternates, which would be 7. But out of an abundance of caution and in the interest of justice, the court gave each side 10, for which many of those Mr. Brooks chose not to exercise. And then pursuant to state law, the clerk of court chose names to strike by lot. Again, there's nothing on this record before the court to suggest that this jury that we have is anything but fair and impartial. And I take issue with the characterization that they are anything but. They've been diligent, they take notes, they are attentive, they come to this court.
They tolerate the Darrell. That's a lot.
As the case law says, there's a presumption that they come to the court without bias, and it's through the jury selection process that the parties and the court ferret out that bias. Many of the jurors who were brought in were struck for cause. Many others were not. But ultimately, we have a fair and impartial jury. As I listen to the litany of issues and arguments and complaints raised by Mr. Brooks, I would note that they are all unsubstantiated, conclusory allegations and assertions without an adequate basis raised in law and fact. There's been several misstatements by Mr. Brooks regarding either the record that's been made, items that's been provided to him, or the basis for the court either sustaining, I should say, or overruling objections, for an example. There's been a mischaracterization of his rights that he claims to have. As I have stated repeatedly, your constitutional rights are not absolute when you're in a criminal trial, meaning your First Amendment right is not unfettered. It is frankly no different why the case law is very clear. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater.
Mama got shrimp Alfredo. She got shrimp Alfredo. She got broccoli and little French bread. Ooh. Bam. Little food, honey. Anita. Mama eating good. Ooh.
No one has a First Amendment right to do that. In a criminal case, the parties have an obligation to follow not only the Constitution and the statutes that are applicable, but to follow criminal procedure, the rules of evidence. That is what circumscribes the rights that a defendant or the state has in a criminal trial. The issues you raise, for example, regarding subject matter jurisdiction are baseless, they're frivolous, and they're not anything this court needs to address further. The fact that you now are asking questions about whether this is admiralty court or a military court or a court of competent jurisdiction is frivolous. This court has jurisdiction over the criminal cases brought before it by the state of Wisconsin. In this particular case, these are allegations that criminal conduct occurred in the city of Waukesha. The city of Waukesha is within the county of Waukesha. This court sits as an elected official in the county of Waukesha to hear these types of cases. That is clear.
Want some shrimp and some broccoli.
The only argument
My son cooked.
or relief that I could discern through the course of those 50 minutes was Mr. Brooks's request that this case be dismissed for lack of subject matter jurisdiction. And as I have just indicated, this court has jurisdiction. It's not been raised. Let me rephrase that. The issue has not even been raised properly. There's never been a written motion. There's never been even an oral motion that would comport with 80201, which requires that the basis for the relief being requested be stated with specificity and be based in law and fact. The vast majority of the points that you raise, sir, are issues that you can raise on appeal. It is true, you have a right to an interlocutory appeal. I would not be the judge to decide any of those issues. So the fact that you complain about what I do, it's noted. The record is going to be very clear. All right.
I bet you Darrell is still sitting over there like this, with that hand still like this, with that pen stuck in between the fingers. I bet you he has not moved. Let me see. Does it scroll back over there at all? No, he's standing up by the time next one goes.
I have a court reporter who's taking down the record of everything that is said and done in this courtroom when we are on the record. And so I don't have to all the time say it's noted for the record because we're on the record. I sometimes do that to hopefully make it clear to you or to note it. I don't always do that, but I'm not required to do that. You raise issues concerning, I guess, plea bargaining. I have never been made aware that you would want to change your plea in this case, and that you're not aware of the state wanting to do that. That is the first time any such issue has been raised, and I see it as a distraction and as simply a statement made by you as part of the litany of things that you are not perhaps pleased with. As far as my conduct in this case, I already addressed those issues. I'm not going to revisit issues related to my familiarity with the father of one of the victims. That was done very early on. I made a very thorough record, and I gave the parties at that point an opportunity to address that after they had ample time to digest that information. While it's true you have a right to seek substitution of judge, it is not unfettered. There was a time limit for that. In fact, it was exercised because a prior judge was assigned to this case, and your attorneys on your behalf exercised that right of substitution. So to say that you have the right to seek recusal at any time.
You know, I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was there was a different judge and they did that thing, and now that's how she became the judge. I didn't know that.
Would be a misstatement of the law. And even if you think that should be exercised or there is a valid claim for that, sir, it's not been raised in the proper way before this court. This trial will keep going. I still expect the basic rules of civility and decorum to be followed. That includes, sir, that when there is an objection to a question that you ask, that you wait for the state to indicate their objection and the basis for it. If I need additional information, I will ask for it. If I don't need additional information, I will rule on it. And I do expect that even if you disagree with that ruling,
I'm gonna tell you, I know Daryl is staring a hole in her head right now. Or her saying, if I need to hear something from you, I will ask you a question, Daryl. Darrell, that's basically what she said. She said, don't speak unless spoken to, Darrell. Okay? If I want your opinion, I'll dig in a fucking garbage can, because I'm sure that's where I'd find such a thing. I didn't say that. That's what she said. Darrell, that's what she just said. She said, your opinion ain't shit, and if I want to find it, I will dig it out of the toilet, bitch. That's what she said. I ain't say that, Darrell. She said it. I'm just saying what she said. What was what I heard, what I thought I heard her say. Damn, that's fucked up. That's hardcore. Judge Darrell, that's hard. That was hardcore.
That you will abide by it, and that you will move forward.
Well, do what I tell you to do.
Whether that's asking a new question, rephrasing a question that you've asked, I do ask that you follow that simple rule of decorum, and that's you not interrupt, and then you follow the rules of procedure. As far as the other issues you raise concerning your right to assistance of counsel, the record before this court over the many days that topic has been raised, even going back to the 2 afternoons of hearings this court held, I will not revisit those. I believe I honored your request to represent yourself as is required by the Constitution of not only the United States of America, but the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin. And that you made a very deliberate choice after being fully advised and aware of all the requirements that I needed to go through under the case law, both case law in the state of Wisconsin and case law from the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals, which not only guides this court, but this court must follow. I agree with the state and would draw your attention to the 2 cases that were cited. United States ex rel. George versus Lane, found at 718 F. 2nd 226, and Retzloff versus Moran, found at 2022 Westlaw 3045190. I let you put on the record all of those points in order to give you that opportunity to make a full record of the issues that you have believed that you are entitled to raise. But those sovereign arguments regarding written findings of fact, bill of particulars, regarding contracts that you enter into, regarding admiralty court, etc., they're baseless, sir. And this court.
Oh, Darrell, she said that they were nothing. They were shit. They were just like you, Darrell, is what she said. She said, I see a little smirk. I see a little bit of a smile peeking through. Like, do you hear me, Darrell, telling you that you ain't shit and that your opinions is stupid? Did you understand?
Need not address them further. Now, with that, I know it's 11:30, but I would like to get one more witness on before at least we break for lunch. The jury, of course, has been out for quite some time. So I'll instruct Madam Clerk to bring the jury out.
For the record, Your Honor, you didn't bring up the Higgins-Levine 415 U.S. 533 decision. That was not addressed, and the issues are still not addressed. There's still been no proof to anything that you said, anything that the prosecution has said. It still hasn't been.
As noted, and we will continue. Bring the jury out, please.
There still hasn't been
Mr. Brooks,
any proof.
I've addressed them
There
to the
still
extent
hasn't
that
been
I
any
will.
proof. There still hasn't been any proof. I never once. The comment about me not flinching was when you said that there's 66 years of experience at that table. That's the comment I said that doesn't make me flinch. That was mischaracterized. That should be for the record. There's still been.
That's still the same answer. So when they pointed out that if you represent yourself, you are going to be at a disadvantage. There is 66 years total of experience sitting at that table against you. And you're going to have to do this all by yourself. Your response to that was, that doesn't make me flinch. That's still the same. That's what that answer is in replying to. That's still the same thing. Like, it's like you're saying, well, I only said that didn't make me flinch when they said that it's a bad idea for me to represent myself because I'm going to be up against 66 years of fucking experience. That's that. Oh, Darrell, you slay me, boo. You slay me, yes you do. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know. Translating for Darrell.
No proof.
Mr. Brooks, please stop. I'm not going to address whether there's verified proof or not of jurisdiction,
Because
whether
it's not.
there's anything along those lines. It is frankly not required under the law. You may disagree with that. You can take that up on appeal, whether that's an interlocutory appeal or whether that's a direct appeal if there is a conviction. But I'm not going to address it any further.
Because there's no verified proof.
There does not need to be, sir. All right, I
It does
believe the
need to
jury
be.
is coming out. Is that true?
In order for a case to...
All right. The
To
record
go
should
on, it should
reflect
be
that the
proved.
jury is coming out, and we are about to
you
continue
were
with
brutally
the state's
rebuffed.
next
Not once
witness.
was the plaintiff addressed. That wasn't addressed.
It's terrible.
Where's the plaintiff? Where's the injured party? That's because
The jury will disregard the statements presently being made by the defendant.
Because y'all don't want the jury to know the truth.
The jury will disregard those statements
I understand.
made by the defendant.
I see.
It is not his opportunity to testify.
I see what's
They are
going on.
comments, and as such are to be disregarded.
I see what's going on.
Do you see it, Darrell?
All right. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated.
Darrell, you did a terrible job. You did a terrible job. You did terrible. Just the worst. Just the very fucking worst.
For the record, I have received exhibits 1, 3, and 5. With that, the state may call its next witness.
Thank you. The state calls Erica Patterson.
Good morning, Ms. Patterson. If you would please make your way to the witness stand, which is up a riser and to my right. When you get
With the alleged defendant. Do you remember that?
Approximately 35 minutes.
Do you recall what? Well, you said that.
You recognize this photograph? Ms.
Yes.
Patterson?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead there. I'm assuming that Mr. Brooks withdrew that objection.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was my understanding, and appreciate that. Okay, go ahead.
And I believe actually Exhibit 5 has already been received and published, so I'd ask to do that again, to publish again.
Permission granted.
Jack, wasn't this supposed to be
Crime
for the witness
Corner,
only?
what's up, baby? How you
The
doing?
exhibit's previously been received, and the state requested permission to publish it once again, and I granted that request.
So when, just so I'm clear, when it's published again, then it's
Correct. When I say permission to publish granted, that means it will be shown to the courtroom and to the jury.
okay. I didn't understand.
That's
that.
okay.
Ms. Patterson, who's that in the picture?
That's me.
And that photograph was taken
The day of the parade.
November 21st,
Yes.
the night.
Yes.
Miss
And what
Erica
injuries do we see in that photograph?
That is My left eye that was swollen.
Your left eye would have been the eye closest to the defendant, based on your description of where you and the
Imagine getting beat up by a Darrell. I mean, just that's gonna really do some damage to your self-esteem to get beat up by a Darrell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just yeah, that's gonna be a hard one.
defendant were sitting in the vehicle?
Yes.
The like button for mama, please.
And how did you sustain that injury?
From him, Mr. Brooks, when he hit
From
me.
him right there.
Ms. Patterson, did you consent in any way to being struck in the face?
Jesus,
That's all I have for this
such a
witness.
strange question.
All right, thank you. Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
Interlocutory.
Yes, I do. First of all, good morning
Good morning.
and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh my God. He loves the fact that she's in there on her birthday. So he smiled like that. Happy birthday. Like you think it's like him smiling to be pleasant because it's no. He planned for her to have to come on this particular day, which is her birthday, in hopes it would fuck her birthday up. So she can't be out having fun on her birthday. Cause Daryl. Why? Cause Daryl. Cause he a hater. That's why. Cause him a hater.
You stated that you were hanging out with your friend Miss Corey on the day of this incident, correct?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that you were hanging out drinking?
Yes.
Would it also be fair to say that you occasionally drink too much?
What's up, baby?
Objection, colleagues.
Sustain.
Would it be fair to say
What's
that?
up, boo?
Well, let me back up. What were you drinking?
A Mike's Hard
Who
beverage.
likes the guy?
Were you aware that it was said that you were actually drinking vodka?
No.
Objection.
Hold on. When there's an objection, I need to rule on it first, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Sustain that mischaracterizes the previous testimony. Next question.
So it would be fair to say that you were drinking.
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that you were a little intoxicated?
I was not.
How much did you drink that day?
One
Good girl with this
of a
hand.
Mike's Hard alcohol beverage.
Would it be fair?
And around what time of the day was that?
I don't remember.
Daryl with this relaxed ass wrist. Daryl, this ain't the
Was
look,
it
okay?
shortly
baby
before
T-Rex.
meeting up with the alleged defendant, or was it sometime before?
It was before.
So,
Did you have anything
Would
to
you
drink
say
after?
No, I
that
did not.
you was drinking. Did you bring any for me? I need something to drink right now.
You stated that
You said.
you were
What you had said was.
engaging in a conversation with the alleged defendant via the telephone. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Texts, phone calls?
Yes.
Oh my God, not Texas. He said Texas. Texas phone calls. I'm like, Texas? What got to do with Texas? He means text. like a text on your phone. He says Texas. Texas. Hold on, I'll let you hear it. I'll let you hear what he said, what he had said.
You stated that you were engaging in a conversation with the alleged defendant via the telephone. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Texts, phone calls?
Yes.
Texas phone calls. Texas phone calls. What, the phone calls to Texas? What the fuck are you talking about? Darrell, you funny. You talk funny.
Were those texts and phone calls of what nature were they of?
Me and Mr. Brooks were arguing throughout the day.
In the texts and phone calls?
Yes, we were.
If there were, if the conversation was argumentative, why would you agree to meet up with the alleged defendant?
I do not know.
Do you recall how the meetup was supposed to be set up?
I don't recall.
Did you at any time ask the alleged defendant to meet up with you?
Did you ask?
Well, I told Mr. Brooks where I was.
Did you at any time ask to meet up with the alleged defendant?
No, I did not.
No.
So it would be fair to say that the alleged defendant just came where you were?
Yes, I told you where we were. And obviously, we were going to hang out. I never told Mr. Brooks to hang out with me. I told him where we were.
So why would, if there was an argumentative conversation prior to you meeting up with the alleged defendant, why would you tell the alleged defendant where you were?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
You
said,
just
"Don't you
stated
love
that you
me?"
really don't know the city of Waukesha. Would that be fair to say?
Darrell, why don't you just ask her if she still love you? Because that's clearly what you want to say. You want to ask her if she still want all of this. You be like, do you still want all of this or no? Erica, I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about us. Just say that. Okay? Just say that. Just say, I want you to wait for me. Hey, Darrell. Hey, Darrell. Tell Erica you want her to wait for you. Tell her you just got to do a couple more years. And she should just wait. If she's a good woman, okay? If she's a good woman and not a scallywag, then she should wait for you. That's what you say. So that I can laugh the hardest I've ever laughed. Okay? I want you to wait for me, Erica, because you ain't nobody is ever gonna love you like I do. And when I say love, I mean hit you like I do. This is what that's what I mean, okay? With this tiny little baby hand, okay? Oh my God! If you're gonna get hit by a dude, I guess it'd be better that it be a weak ass motherfucking Darrell, you know? Like, if I had to pick, I mean, it's one way to go, you know what I'm saying? His little baby fist, you know.
Yes.
So how would you know exactly where you were?
Take the motherfucking
Because I was with
kneecaps out.
Corey and she's familiar with this area.
Ooh.
Would it be fair to say that Corey overheard these conversations between you and the alleged defendant?
Yes, she was my roommate. She heard every conversation almost.
You say every conversation.
Yeah, every fucking conversation, you piece of shit. Everyone.
When she was in the room with me, when I was always talking to Mr. Brooks on the phone, she would hear the conversations.
Ooh.
She heard me and Mr. Brooks, me, Erica Patterson, and Mr. Brooks arguing the day of the parade earlier before we left.
Damn. Darrell.
So,
yeah, witness.
It would be fair to say that you were engaged in conversation with the alleged defendant before you even left the women's shelter?
Yes.
And those argumentative conversations continue into your hanging out?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that that's what led you to drink?
No.
Would it be fair to say you were drinking because that's what you wanted to do?
Yes.
Is it true that one of the rules and requirements of being at the
Oh, I
women's
forgot about
shelter
this.
is no drugs and no alcohol. Would that be fair?
Ain't that something? Even with his ass ain't never getting out, ever going nowhere, ever fucking again. His focus is still to try to make Erica as uncomfortable and and just in an unfortunate situation to bring. Look at it. Look at his face. Like, oh, you were staying in the women's shelter, huh? Aren't you not supposed to be allowed to drink at all being in there? Do they know that you were drinking? What if someone reported it? Look at him. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. He is the absolute fucking worst.
Fair to say?
Yes, but when I was drinking, it was at Frame Park. I was not at the women's shelter.
Would it be fair to say that you knew you had to come back into the women's
Look at
shelter
this.
at some point that day, that they have a curfew?
Yes. And I made it before curfew.
Let me back up a little bit.
Ain't that some shit?
You did state that part of the rules and requirements for
And nobody's gonna stop him and say, what the fuck does this have to do with the price of tea in fucking China? What does this have to do with it? What exactly does this have to do? How come no one is stopping him? Relevancy. There's none. There's none.
for being in the women's shelter is no drugs and no alcohol, correct?
Yes, it was not in the women's shelter.
That's not what I'm asking.
That means the
It's
answer
part
is
of
no.
the requirement and rules of the women's shelter, no drugs, no alcohol.
Yes.
I'll check, asked and answered twice.
Sustained. Next question, Mr. Brooks.
Is there any type of drug and alcohol testing at the women's shelter?
Do you see what I'm saying? Look. So what he was trying to say is that he thinks that you're not allowed to have any of these things. Like while you're staying in a women's shelter, that you're not allowed to drink or do drugs or anything while you're staying there. Not that you can't have it in there, but that you can't have it, period. Like if you drink and then you're not eligible. If you drinking at all makes you ineligible to be there, right? That's what he's trying to say. So by her still being able to just say, well, no, yeah, it's because we didn't have anything in there. I made curfew, da. So now it's like, so do they do any kind of testing or drug testing or alcohol test? Look at him. Look how focused he is. Look how focused he is on this. He is way too motherfucking focused. Hit the like button for mama, please. How many likes do I got? I can't tell.
Shelter.
I don't know. No.
No, or you don't know?
I don't know.
Would it be fair to say that if it was found that you were engaging in drugs and alcohol, that you might have lost your place at the women's shelter?
I'll object. I don't see how this is relevant.
Sustained.
Thank
Next
you.
question.
Irrelevant. Dumbass. He was so busy trying to get her. He wanted to.
So around what time were you hanging out with Miss Corey, you said?
I don't remember.
Do you remember where you were at?
Frame Park.
Do you remember where in Frame Park?
No.
And approximately at what time did you meet up with the alleged defendant?
I don't remember.
Hit the like button for
How
mama.
long were you with the alleged defendant? Do you remember that?
Approximately 35 minutes.
Do you recall what? Well, you said that during this time you were with the alleged defendant that there was a argument going on. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Do you remember what that argument was about?
He was arguing with me about money because I did not bail him out.
That part.
You also said that well, let me back up from that a little bit.
Yeah, back it up. Back it up.
If you knew that the conversation was becoming volatile, why did you still meet up with the alleged defendant?
I don't know.
To your knowledge, did the alleged defendant know anything about the city of Waukesha?
Yes.
And what did the alleged defendant know about Waukesha?
He told me, Mr. Brooks told me that his first child's mother lives in Waukesha.
Do you know that?
That's what Mr. Brooks told me.
Are you aware that the alleged defendant in fact has no mother of any child that lives in the city of Waukesha?
Objection. If Mr. Brooks wants to testify, he should do so in a different stage of the trial.
Sustained. You don't.
Yeah, and that's weird because he definitely said that he did. He definitely said that one of his kids' mom lived there when he was in interrogation. Fucking liar. He definitely said that. So that's a thing that he definitely fucking said. Because he told that to the fucking police. Okay? And now he'll be like, no, dude, are you aware that they don't fucking matter. What I'm saying is, what she said was that you told her that. And we can verify that's true because you also told that shit to the police in interrogation. So whether she moves since then or whether you didn't know where she lived and that she actually wasn't still living there, but you didn't know because your baby mama don't talk to your crazy ass. Sound more like exactly what happened. Okay. Oh my God. I know he always backing up, you know. Bubba insists on it, Kimberly.
Need to answer that.
Yes, ma'am.
Other than what you can recall about what the alleged defendant told you that they knew about Waukesha, how did the alleged defendant meet up with you in the location that you gave?
Mr. Brooks already knew where Frame Park was. Mr. Brooks previously had been to Waukesha plenty of times before. He's told me that.
And when was that told to you, and what conversation? Was it that day?
Before that. I'm not sure which day it was. I just know he knows about Waukesha.
So, would it be fair to say that when you told the alleged defendant where you were, that the alleged defendant knew exactly where you were?
Yes.
Y'all hit the like button for Mama, please, if you have not already. Okay, I got the link to the membership at the top of the chat. You know, consider becoming a member. Okay? Just give it a consider. It helps support the channel. It keeps Mama here and not there. Mama is, in fact, actually community funded. So, just keep it in mind. But likes are absolutely free and super support the channel. So, yes, hit the like button. Mama appreciate it.
And how would the alleged defendant know that?
Because Mr. Brooks already knew Waukesha. He knew exactly where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Did you at any time give directions where you may have been?
How could I give directions when I barely knew Waukesha myself?
Exactly.
Is that a no?
That's a no, sorry.
That's okay. Thank you.
So,
Okay, look. She like, this dirty motherfucker. That's what that look was. You dirty, nasty, grimy motherfucker. Ugh. I can't believe that I did it. Oh.
if you barely knew Waukesha yourself, where did you get the information of where you were from, where you were at the time of the conversation via telephone?
I left the women's shelter with Corey And she knows that location. She told me what Frame Park was. I didn't know the name.
Come on, Darrell. Try harder.
mean,
You're trying to save your life here.
Would it be fair to say, assuming from what you just said, that you were with the alleged defendant for approximately around 30 minutes or so?
Yes.
And during that time, did you make any disparaging remarks or anything to entice the argument to escalate?
No.
Yeah, that's his way of saying, isn't this your fault that I ran over the children? Okay, so did anything happen? Like, when we were arguing, where of course it was your fault, where you set me off, which then sent me driving over the children. Like, is that how it happened? Like, Darrell, oh my God. And to make this face with these weird lines, oh my God. And that's why you got 1,240 years. That's why. Oh my gosh.
So you didn't say anything at all during your 30 minutes with the alleged defendant?
No, because I was crying the whole time because Mr. Brooks was yelling at me, arguing with me.
Sound about right. Sound exactly
So
like
you said
him.
absolutely nothing at all?
I was crying the whole time.
Say you said
Did you say
wasn't shit.
anything?
No.
What? Like, what answer would be a good answer, Darrell? Did you say
Few more
anything? No,
questions.
I ain't say shit. Okay. And even if I did tell you you wasn't shit, your mama wasn't
you
shit, your
said
daddy
that,
wasn't shit, don't matter.
During this, well, once you had got out of the vehicle, as you say, you stated that your friend Miss Corey pulled you away from the vehicle because it swerved.
Yes, it was in the video.
Oh,
You do know that we just saw the video. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, but there's 2 angles of the video.
Well, we only saw one, so I'm referring to the
Yes,
video that we saw.
Corey pulled me out the way when Mr. Brooks made a U-turn.
that's convenient as hell, ain't it? That sounds so sus. It's like, did you say that Corey, that your friend Corey had pulled you out of the road because I had almost ran you over again? No, emphasis again, because 2 weeks earlier he ran over her foot successfully. Okay, 2 weeks before the parade, he ran over this girl's foot on purpose. So did you say that Corey pulled you out of the way from getting hit? She says, yes, it was on the video. He say, dude, would it be fair to say we just watched the video and it wasn't on there? And she says, yeah, but there was more than one angle. There's 2 videos with more than one angle. And he's like, yeah, but we're talking about this video. It's like, bitch. No, we're not. We're talking about what happened. And I'm telling you what happened. Okay? You tried to finish me off, you little piece of shit. Oh, he definitely did. He definitely did.
And you almost swerved into Miss Patterson, which is me.
Would it be fair to say that the video does not show that?
There's different angles, but the video does not show that. The video we watched.
So the video that we just watched, that the jury just saw, there is no...
Darrell, you didn't just win. You didn't just win that. Okay, just so you know, the jury heard the same thing we heard. That there's another angle video. You confirmed it yourself. Not on purpose, I'm sure, but you confirmed it. That there's another angle of the video where you did try to run over her ass. So they heard that part. For some reason, Darrell thinks they can't hear that part. Like they didn't hear that they only have to, they can only, their ears only open when something that he wants them to hear. Like, so look at this. That's sounded so crazy. That sounded so. At least try to say no, it doesn't exist. At least say you're making that up. There's no second video. This is the video, and I did not try to run your foot. At least say that. At least say that. Like, just say what. There's no second video. What if there was a second video? Then why isn't it here or whatever? Even if the defense ends up pulling it up, still. At least try to lie good. This is ridiculous. Darrell, I'm embarrassed for you. Okay? It's terrible.
Swerving of the vehicle and you being pulled back. Would that be fair to say?
From that far angle, you can kind of see it. Yes.
Oh.
Would that be fair to say?
No.
Say them. The question, Mr. Brooks. Next question.
There you go.
So
go fuck yourself.
6.11 sub 1 sub C. I direct your attention to that next question.
Do you recall what was said during the altercation between is it Miss Corey and the alleged defendant?
No, I don't remember.
Would it be fair to say that you were standing right there?
Yes, I just don't remember what was being said.
Do you recall reporting anything that may have been said during that incident?
No.
Did you give a statement to anything that may have been said during that incident?
No.
Was anything directed towards you verbally in that incident?
Yes. Corey told Mr. Brooks, don't ever hit my effing friend again. I remember that part. That was in the beginning.
Darrell ain't gonna like that.
Do you remember anything else that may have been said?
No.
Do you recall anything being said by Nick to the alleged defendant?
No.
Do you recall the alleged defendant saying anything to Nick?
No. I don't remember.
Refresh your memory, Darrell.
You also stated that right after this incident, you talked to law enforcement. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
At any time, did you report any abuse?
Yes.
And what did you report?
That you hit me?
And you gave a statement to that effect?
No, not to that police officer, but the detectives at the women's shelter.
Well, I'm referring to during,
I don't remember
after the incident.
I don't remember what I told that police officer.
I can tell you what she said, Darrell. She said, I was walking down the street, right? There's a fucking rogue gnome. It's like a garden gnome. Somebody's garden gnome is running around slapping bitches. Listen. No, not slapping people. Slapping bitches. Like just girls. Like he just slapping ladies. Okay? Just walking around slapping ladies. It's a garden gnome in a red shirt. Running around slapping ladies. I'm telling you. You gotta catch him. That's what she told the police, Darrell. She don't want to tell you because she don't want to hurt your feelings, but that's what she said. Okay, so just so you know, you a garden gnome. He's a red garden gnome is what you is.
Just one quick second. I'm reading from the statement, if I may.
I know. How is he the alleged defendant? Then who's the actual one? Who's the for sure one? Because this ain't no alleged trial. Look at this.
Do you remember what was said by the alleged defendant when that incident ended?
No, I do not remember.
Do you remember?
Yeah, right. The alleged defendant
reporting in your statement that
into
the last thing he said to me was "FUB, erase my number." Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
Would it be fair to say that you reported that this was said?
I don't remember.
Do you remember giving a statement to that effect?
No.
Would it be fair to say that you gave a statement?
No, I don't remember. I gave a statement to the detectives at the Women's Center.
So
That's
would
what I
it be
remember.
fair? I'm sorry, I didn't know if
Are you done answering?
Yes.
All right, next question.
would it be fair to say that your memory is kind of cloudy of that day because you were intoxicated?
No.
Ooh. Come on.
There's a lot of things in this statement that you don't seem to remember. Is that fair to say?
Objection.
That's argumentative.
Sustained. Next question.
Would it be fair to say that you reported 2 different incidents?
Yes.
Do you remember the dates of those incidents that you
The
reported?
20th and the 21st.
Would it be fair to say that
I like that, Sherry. I remember that you're an idiot. It's like idiot, but it's idiot. That's how you say idiot. You're an idiot. Yeah. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
there was no incident on the 20th?
No.
Would it be fair to say that you were initially not truthful with law enforcement?
No.
Do you recall making a statement to law enforcement on November the 22nd of 2021?
I don't remember. I made this statement on the 21st of the day of the parade when I met the detectives that night.
Do you recall making a second statement the next day, or the next morning rather, which would have been the 22nd of November 2021?
Yes, I did actually. Yes, I did.
Do you recall what you reported that day?
I told them about the 20th when I met with Mr. Brooks, and all we did was argue. And you hit me then too.
So you reported incidents for 2 days in a row?
Yes.
Do you recall at any time telling law enforcement that you were not truthful and wanted to be truthful at that point?
No.
So you never made a statement to your knowledge that you fabricated a reported abuse incident?
No.
One second here, I'm reading from the... To the best of your knowledge, do you remember talking with a detective, I don't want to butcher this name, Your Honor. I don't know how to pronounce it.
You can spell it if that's helpful.
A detective, Behrенdt.
Detective Barron? Is it a detective or an officer?
It says detective, Your Honor.
Okay, ask your question.
Do you remember speaking with that detective?
Yes.
Do you remember what you reported to that detective?
I don't remember.
I'm reading directly from the statement, Your Honor, if I may.
Ask your question.
Do you remember reporting to that detective saying you were not completely forthright with all of the information that you had given because you were afraid to get other people involved in your drama or your business?
I don't remember that.
And I'll object and move to strike based on
All
the
right,
fact that
Sammy. Night, Sammy. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Get you some resty rest. Mama appreciate you. Yes, you do. And sleep well.
I think I'm safe in saying that that is not from the report which the defendant is referring to.
The objection is sustained. I'll grant the motion to strike by the state of the question and any response that may have been elicited before I address the objection.
Your Honor, quick question on that. I'm reading directly from the report.
Oh, let me guess. You was fucking up when you cut.
Mr. Brooks.
Just 1 second, Your Honor.
Daryl, did he show you where you were fucking up at? Did he do it? Did he do it? He did, didn't he? He told you. He told you where you was fucking up at. What did he say? Don't be shy. Don't be shy, Daryl. Tell us what he said about you fucking up. You can tell us.
I apologize for that, Your Honor. Do you remember at any time speaking with Officer Guth?
Yes.
And do you recall on what date that was?
November 21st.
Do you remember what you
Night, sissy.
reported on November the 21st?
That me and Mr. Brooks, I met with Mr. Brooks at Frame Park. Me and Mr. Brooks got into an altercation. You hit me. I jumped out of your car and I walked and met my friend Corey. You followed me. And then after that, Nick and Miss Corey, they called the police officers. And then you drove off.
Just 1 second, Your Honor.
Hey, Phoenix. What's up, baby?
Do you recall reporting to Officer Guth that you were not completely forthright with the information that you reported?
I don't remember. And no, actually, no, I did not say that. I apologize.
So reading from what was reported to Officer Guth states that what I learned from Erica Patterson was that when I spoke to her on the previous evening with Officer Barrett.
This sounds like hearsay, though. Like, this is an opinion based on, it's like, well, I saw this, and you know what it made me think? It made me think that, that you can't use that in court. That's not, you can say what she said. Like, what actually was said. That's it. You can't say what he thought from what was said. I don't remember. Does it, where on there does it say that he is a certified psychic?
Was that the pronunciation, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
I don't have it in front of me. I'm not sure.
She was not completely forthright with all of the information she had given. Would that be fair to say?
What was your question?
Exactly.
Do you recall in your reporting to Officer Guth that you were not forthright with the information that you gave?
No, I don't recall that.
So to the best of your recollection, at any time that you reported incidents to any law enforcement, at any time do you recall being untrue?
Dumb.
No.
Drink some of this water. Drink some of this water. That's what's wrong with you. Maybe they put
So do
something
you
special in
remember
there.
do you remember the date and time of the first incident that you allege?
I don't remember the time, but it was November 20th.
Do you remember
It's
what
okay,
time
girl.
of day that may have been?
I just said I don't remember.
Ooh, you tell them, girl.
Do you remember where you were at?
Brain Park.
So would it be fair to say that both alleged incidents that you are alleging happened at Frame Park?
The second incident on November 21st did not happen on Frame Park. We were driving around and he hit me.
What I'm asking is where you were at when you met up.
Frame Park, yes.
On
That's
both,
not what you
on both
just
alleged
said.
occasions?
Yes. That's how Mr. Brooks knew where Frame Park is. He already knew Waukesha area in the first place.
Same park.
Yes.
Do you remember where you were at during in Frame Park?
No, it was
Yeah,
in
he
the
definitely
parking
is acting
lot.
like she on
The
trial.
first side of the parking lot. Kind of by the baseball field, I think that is. If that is the baseball field.
Do you recall who you were with?
Nobody. I was with Corey on November 21st, and the first day on November 20th, I was by myself.
So it would be fair to say that you went to the park alone?
Yes. I met up with Mr. Brooks intentionally on the 20th. Yes.
Were you drinking that day?
No.
And how did you know how to get to Frame Park, as you call it?
I knew how to get to Frame Park because I'd been the previous times before that with Miss Corey. Walking past it. I knew how to get there because Corey walked with me that day too. I just was not with her. She walked towards there with me.
And so then you separated?
Yes.
Did you separate from Miss Corey at any time during the 21st?
Yes, I did. She left with Nick and I was with Mr. Darrell Brooks.
Unfortunately.
Do you recall, to the best of your knowledge, that it may have been someone else that she was with, that was with you that day?
She was by her. Which day are you clarifying? Which day?
November the 21st of 2021.
She was with Nick that day.
The entire day?
Yes.
And you guys separated from...
Y'all know the main reason he's all funny about Nick is actually because he thinks that Erica and Nick were like, you know, doing stuff. Daryl is a jealous Daryl. Daryl, is you a jealous Daryl?
From that point?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say you guys separated after hanging out and drinking?
Mr. Brooks, under 906.11, sub 1, sub C,
Uh-oh.
you need to move on to a new topic.
To something that matters.
You've been over this multiple
To something
times.
that matters, please.
It's been asked, it's been answered, and now it's under my authority under 906.11, sub 1, sub C, you need to move on.
Yeah, talk about something that fucking matters. How about that?
So to the best of your knowledge... Well, let me back up.
Oh God, don't back up.
How did you communicate with the alleged defendant on November 20th of 2021?
Phone calls.
Strictly phone calls, texts?
Both. Mostly phone calls.
Do you remember what was said in those texts and phone
Same
calls?
conversation we had on the 21st. He was mad because I wasn't giving him money from not bailing him out.
That is so funny. It's so funny. That feels like we already listened to that, right? This is it. This is him bringing it back up again. That was back here when he said it the first time. But he just said it. It's just the conversation happened exactly the same. Him saying Texas the same, like Texas.
So why would you meet up with the alleged defendant that day?
Because I just wanted to. We have a 15-year-old together. I mean, I was always going to talk to you then.
Do you remember if there was any agreed upon meeting up that day?
Yes,
By
Yes,
you,
sir.
by the alleged defendant?
both.
That sounds awful. She actually wanted to see him, y'all. Let's process that real quick. Why did you go and meet the me that ain't shit? Why did you do that? Well, because I wanted to. You know, we do have a 15-year-old who lives in another state, and neither one of us actually supports because, you know, I mean, she now has got her own kid. Followed in mama's footsteps on that one. You know, young as hell. Oh my gosh. But she wanted to see him. Ugh. I would never have admitted that. I would have lied in open court. Just hell no, Judge. Definitely not. Definitely didn't want to see that thing. Fuck no. Absolutely not.
Do you remember the reason why you were meeting up?
I just said why.
So it would be just to
Alrighty.
conversate?
My
Just to
baloney
conversate.
pony. Whoa.
Would it be fair to say that you could
That
have
was for you,
communicated
Phoenix.
strictly by the phone?
The baloney
Yes.
pony.
Under 906, 11 sub 1 sub C, the objection is sustained. Next topic, if you have one, Mr. Brooks.
You said that you came to Wisconsin from another state. Would that be fair to say?
Atlanta, Georgia, yes. June 13th, 2021.
And why did you leave Georgia?
We were coming out here for 2 weeks, and I never went back.
Can you
Who's
state
we?
why you never went back?
Number one, I came out here, I didn't have money. Number two, I had no way to get back. And you were always, Mr. Brooks was always physical.
So at any time were you ever offered money to go back to Georgia, or did anybody at any time
No.
ever?
No,
Did anybody at any time ever lend any help to help you go back to Georgia?
no.
Did you, to the best of your recollection, did you want to go back to Georgia?
Objection.
Sustained. Next question, please.
So why didn't you file a report with law enforcement on November the 20th after you alleged that you were abused?
Because I've been dealing with it for so many years, I just didn't do it. I don't
So
see what this has anything to do with this case.
how long have you known the alleged defendant again?
Since I was 15, I'm 32 now.
Would it be fair to say that
Too long, Your Honor. Too long.
you lived in different states from the alleged defendant?
Yes, but
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought there was.
I was going to object and ask for clarification on the timeline there.
I'll sustain the objection, rephrase the question.
I was going to get to that, Your Honor. Would it be fair to say that during the duration of the time knowing the alleged defendant that the majority of that time you did not live in the same area or state?
yeah, off and on. I met Mr. Brooks in Reno, Nevada. I moved out of Reno, Nevada in 2017 to Atlanta, Georgia. I moved Mr. Brooks throughout. I've known him throughout, back and forth, off and on.
Since you were a
The whole,
toddler,
si-
right?
the whole 16 years, me and Mr. Brooks were not together, but it was off and on.
Did you guys live in the same area off and on during that time?
Objection. Has to answer.
Sustained.
Ooh, look at that
Out
look.
of the 16 years you said it was, correct?
Darrell,
Yes,
look
off
out.
and on, Mr. Brooks.
How much of that time did you actually spend with the alleged defendant?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained. Also under 906.11 sub 1 sub C. Move on.
That's so crazy. The story is, what I'm hearing now is that Erica has a new boo, and that boo, I don't know if he's still around right now because it's been a while. You know, it's been a couple years now. Like a year at least since, you know. But she's got a new boo, and just like usual, when you're in an abusive situation like that, especially one that you stay in, like you being with somebody and then they do something like that to you and then you leave, it's not the same thing as, say, you may not automatically get into your next relationship, might not be that like that, right? But if you are in one and you stay for a while and then you eventually then you get out and then you start dating, the next one you find will be the same. They will, that thing will be there. It's like an essence that be sitting on you after, when you've been through that particular trauma. And predators, like the people who can identify it the most, it stands out to is the predators that are just like that person. So as soon as you get back on the market, they smell it and they're like, oh shit, oh, this is somebody with a high tolerance for this bullshit. So that they know, okay, it ain't gonna last forever. She ain't gonna put up with it forever, but she'll stay for a while. She got a tolerance. So that's why even you meet somebody, if you're like that and then you get out of that and then you want to get back in something, you can't be telling people that that's what your last relationship was like. Because predators, when a predator hears you tell the story of how you sat through this for years, were getting abused for years, you think they're being supportive because they're going, oh my God, that's terrible, da, 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 and they stick with you. So you think, oh, you found a supportive person, but no, the thing that's actually making them want to stay is the fact that you're letting them know that your tolerance is high, which means they'll be able to come in, do that for a while, get away with it. So you're more likely you're going to run right into another, like it's like the same person, different face. That's why you got to fix yourself. The best present that you can give yourself is learning how to date your fucking self. Date yourself. If you are bored with yourself, you'd be surprised what you'll sit through. When you can be entertained by your fucking self, and you don't require a second person, like another person, to come in and entertain your ass, you will only allow things in that make you greater, that make you bigger, make you taller, make you feel better. Anything that feels like work, any person that come around you to make you feel like that's a job, having to figure out how this person works, you won't even partake. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, if there's something so about it, it's a thing that I learned from my mom like a long motherfucking time ago. So learning how to date yourself, go to the movies by yourself, eat by yourself. You ain't gotta sit at a bar. Sit at a table by your fucking self. Order your food by yourself. Sit there. You can play some music, bring some headphones, enjoy. That's what you got to do. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you. That's what it is. And then, you know what I'm saying? You get to a land of it is what it is, and you can add to if you want to, and that's what it is. But Erica, apparently she's done found herself in another abusive situation, is allegedly what I'm hearing. And I was not shocked to hear that. It takes a certain person to have somebody punch them in the face. Anybody at all. A parent, their kid, their parent, their boyfriend, their husband, whatever. Even men who have girls who like a girlfriend who punches them in the face, or punches, just like hits them, like punches them and stuff, like it's mad and like hits them, like hits them, like punch them in the chest, like that's it. Like there's something that's a little bit cracked in you that would allow another person to do that, to physically invade you like that. It requires a brokenness. You have to already have a little bit of brokenness to even have that tolerance level. It's like something that makes you still just sit there. You should be concerned that you're going to die next time they hit you. That should be your first concern when that happens. Well, oh my God, what if they like punch me in my side of my temple and I die? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your first concern should be that they kill you, that they're gonna kill you. Anybody who will punch you in the face would kill you. Just so you know, like Mama just told you. Anybody who will punch you in your face would kill you, and then would cry and say, "Oh my God, I didn't mean to," but you did. You punched them in the face. You didn't mean to have to end up having to pay for it for the rest of your life, is what you mean. But yeah, if you would punch somebody in the face, then you would also kill them. I think it's something interesting, something important to know. Mama had to throw that in there. I'm sorry. It was a teachable moment. I call myself Mama for a reason. It's not just for fun. It's my nature. Okay, sorry, my bad.
At the time of this alleged incident,
Darrell,
were you
asshole.
in a alleged defendant in any
Alleged
kind of
defendant.
relationship?
Yes.
And were you a couple? Were you just co-parenting, or what was the nature of the relationship? Is basically
we were together. I wouldn't have came to Milwaukee, Wisconsin if I was not with him.
So it'd be fair to say that you were in a committed relationship.
Yes.
He just try to confirm whether he's like, so was I your boyfriend or no? Were you in a relationship with the alleged defendant? Like, I don't know. Who's the alleged defendant?
1 second, I'm just going over something.
He drawing some pictures. He doodling over there. He didn't even write nothing. What's so crazy is that, I mean, Erica kind of almost looked like she got a black eye right here, but this is clearly not. She shouldn't still have a black eye from when Darrell did it. By the time this trial was happening, so if like this looks puffy to me. Does this not look puffy? Like, did she has she already gotten into some? Oh my God. You know, oh, never mind. I don't even want to get into it. Jesus. Jeez.
Would it be fair to say? I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Go ahead. No, there was a water bottle being provided.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He didn't like that. He's like, did she just smile? Wait, was she just over there grinning? Objection, Your Honor. I sense joy in the room.
How did before you came back into contact with the alleged defendant, how long had it been since you had seen the alleged defendant?
I don't know, but it was years, a couple years.
Not long enough. That's the answer.
So it would be fair to say that there was a significant gap in between interactions with the alleged defendant.
Yes.
Sustained, however, she provided the answer. It may stand. Next question.
Oh yeah, Bossy Tuba. That might be it. Either that or Corey did it. I don't know. Even the friend that she had, Jesus. That is, you gotta break these cycles, you know? Yeah, from what we learned, and this isn't alleged, both of them said it. She said it and the person who did it said it, but her friend Corey Runkle, the girl, even she was punching her in the face. Jesus. Erica been getting punched in the face by a lot of people. Like her friends, her foes, everybody. Everybody just walking around punching Erica in the face. I'm like, what is you doing out here, girl? They got everybody punching you in the face like this. What is happening here? If everywhere I went, everybody felt the need to punch me in my face, I would start doing some self-reflection. I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Either there's a painting of a punching bag on my face or something is happening here. She might want to assess.
So during your time, well, approximately how long were you staying around the alleged defendant before this incident on November 21st took place?
I don't know the exact time. I just answered your question. I don't know the exact time.
Oh, well, he's staring. He must be staring. Yeah, he was staring at her.
Were there any separations or gaps during that time?
This motherfucker.
Sustained.
Yeah, he be staring at her. He's sitting on the stand. She got her on the stand and he's just staring at her.
At any time during these alleged incidents, were you with someone other than Miss Corey?
Corey and Nick the day of the 21st, and then we separated and I met back up with them.
Any time during that day were you with anyone else besides those two that you just named?
Mr. Brooks, you.
What about the alleged incident on the 20th?
I left with Miss Corey, and then she went a whole different direction, and I went to Frame Park and met up with Mr. Brooks.
He literally just repeating the same shit over and over again. So who was you with? So where did you go? Did you get a drink? Did you bring me one? Who do you love? Are you for sure? Oh my God. That's what he really want to know. Did you love the alleged accuser? What do you call himself? The alleged defendant? Oh, there it is. Yeah, the alleged defendant. Do you love the alleged defendant? Be like, I don't know. Who is the alleged defendant, sir? Me. Like, no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. All right, y'all. We're gonna sign off. It's a nice hangout. I'll probably be back tomorrow. We'll do it again tomorrow. But I'm gonna do the police videos. I've seen some really funny shoplifting ones when shoplifters get caught. Those are hilarious. We're gonna do that tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Hit the like button if you have not already. Okay. If you're not subscribed, go on and hit the subscribe button. Mama appreciate the support. Yes, you do. For everybody who dropped Mama a little bit of love, a little bit of support the channel. Thank you, Mama. Definitely appreciates that. Indeed, she do. Okay. And Mama love you. Yes, indeed, she do. Tell Joe I said Mama said that she missed him today. He didn't. I'm not losing my mind. He never made it in, right? Right, Marilyn? I don't remember seeing Joey. I don't think he ever made it in here. Feel pretty confident that I don't recall him ever making it in. But tell him Mama said hello. Maybe I'll see him tomorrow. Ari Vari.